the scat in me. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everything sound. You can all hear me. Good. Also, I sort of set this up at the last minute, so I need to make sure that the sound is good on the. If you can hear the gaming thing. No, that's not it. Where's the game stuff? Is it this one? Interesting. Well, I'll figure that out in a second. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's see. What do you think is causing DMA in Star Trek Discovery? No spoilers on that. If you were curious on my theories, I think I put my theories in my latest review video. So I will give you my thoughts on the DMA and that. So check that out because I don't want to spoil for anybody. But how's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing good. Hello, John. Or today. I guess it's not night. It's the middle of the day for me. I'm just used to it being at night. As Owen says, it's finally a stream that isn't at 2 a.m. Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. We're probably going to play some Kenna Bridge of Spirits or Solar Ash, depending on what people are feeling. But I'm feeling more Kenna today. But yeah. Oh, Thomas, good to see you. How are you doing? Playing the expansion of... Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't actually downloaded the expansion of Ghost of Tsushima yet. Is it worth playing? I heard it was like more of the same, which I like Ghost of Tsushima. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong, but I heard it's like more of the same with Ghost of Tsushima rather than it being like anything particularly new. So, oh, that's awesome. Local culture series. I've heard good things about the culture series. It's night in proper time. Hi, Newt. Hi. Everyone say hi to Newt. Newt is here. Let's see. Can you see him in the actual stream? There. Come here. There he is. He's rubbing up against my elbow at the moment. Come and say hi to everyone, Newt. Hey, bud. Yeah. I hope everyone had for those of you who celebrate, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I was intending to stream Christmas night, because I was going to go play some video games on Christmas night, but unfortunately, fortunately for me, I guess unfortunately for everyone else, a few of my friends wanted to play some board games and stuff because they were also home for Christmas. So I got to play some board games with friends and everybody. So it was a really nice, wonderful, cozy Christmas for me, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to be kind of alone and lonely for Christmas. And that's why I was gonna just do some streaming, so I had all of you to hang out with. But it was actually kind of nice. I actually got to hang out with some friends and everybody. Not that all of you aren't wonderful to hang out with too, but I think you all understand what I mean. Like in-person socialization is nice. So, Super Femi, happy Christmas to you. Ooh, okay, yep, that's S Sergeant Pastry. You get to pet animals in the expansion. 10 out of 10, 100%. Have a traditional gay Christmas, which is watching Netflix in bed because everything's closed. Yes, I had that problem yesterday. I was gonna order some sushi and watch a movie last night. And then because it snowed here in Seattle, Seattle does not know how to handle. I grew up in Buffalo, so I'm like, I get snow, but Seattle does not know how to handle snow whatsoever. So like everything is closed. And I'm like, come on, this is a light dusting. Buffalo people would just be like, we're doing it. It's fine. This is a Tuesday. It's whatever. Dear Earl to Trekkie, what did you get for Christmas? I didn't get really much. I got a few things from some, excuse me. I got a few things from, some patrons, which was really, really nice. And then, I didn't really get much. My family, unfortunately, didn't send much. They just sent me, like, money. Because they're just like, we'll send you money and stuff. So, it's no big deal. My brother and sister got me a massage, though, which was nice. But yeah, my family never knows what to get me, even though I tell them just get me Star Trek stuff every year. So, they just send me money. I just go to StarTrek.com, click the shop button, and then buy me everything there. That's what you need to buy me for Christmas. That's how you do Christmas for Jessie. Money is good. Money is good. I buy my own things. Their only rule, and I tell them this, if you're going to give me money, make sure you explicitly tell me that I'm not allowed to spend this on, bills or something, because I will. That I need to spend it on for myself, because otherwise, if people send me money, I'll spend it on bills, unless they expressly tell me that I'm not supposed to do that, because I'll get anxious about it. Oh, nice, a blanket. Oh, I love a good blanket is priceless, is a priceless Christmas gift. Nevermore. They have by the way, if anyone if you see my Sex and Star Trek video, oh, why is my throat being weird? Sorry. My throat's just being weird because I've been running around in the cold all day. Just doing some spring cleaning, and I have a storage room downstairs that I've been running stuff to. Maybe I'll go run some tea before we get started. But what was I saying? Oh, if anyone's looking for good holiday blankets, StarTrek.com has a shop. I'm not trying to shill for StarTrek.com. I'm just actually saying because I love these blankets. They actually have like a whole section for Sherpa blankets, and StarTrek.com has like these really wonderfully designed Sherpa blankets that are like uber comfortable. Again, not shilling for StarTrek.com. I'm not making any money on them. They're just like freaking comfortable blankets. Like, I really love those blankets. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Your voice is wonderful, even though I can't hear it. Oh, your sister made you a scarf, sing something. Oh, see, those are the gifts that I like the most, honestly. Like, gifts that are made by people. If people make you gifts, honestly, I can buy my own. I'm an adult now, and while I don't have all the money in the world, obviously, it's like, if I want to buy something, I can usually either justify it as a business expense. Like, I can buy, like, a Star Trek knickknack if it's something really, really nice, and, like, put it on display here and be like, it's a business expense. I mean, I can't go crazy with that, but it's, like, it's nice. But, like, so the things that, like, matter to me are, like, things that, like, people put, like, their own personal stamp on and, like, make, or go out of their way to find, something like that. Like, that's what really matters to me, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to probably play Kenna Bridge of Spirits, if that's cool with everybody. I think I'm open to jumping around a little bit today, because I'll probably play for about 2-3 hours today. Play some video games for about 2-3 hours. But I might, I've been wanting to play Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and I haven't had a chance yet to really sit down and play it. So I figured that'd be a good, fun, like, chill game to play with everybody. Oh, Comrade, thank you so much for the super chat. You say, so I'm going to play a Star Trek tabletop RPG. Actually going to make my own custom race of people who have their own settings taken from them by the end. Oh, that's super cool. The Star Trek, I'm assuming you're playing the Star Trek Adventures tabletop RPG? Which, actually, wait, can I announce this now? Let me make sure I can announce this now. Wait, give me a second. I might actually be able to announce something really cool on stream. But I want to make sure it is official. Wait for it. I want to see if it's out. Okay, wait, no. Yes. Yes, it is out. Is it? I gotta check. Where are you? Sorry, I gotta just quick see if this is... I have something that might be cool that I might be able to announce right now, but I don't know if it's officially out yet, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say yet. So I want to make sure that I can say it first before I get in trouble. I didn't see... There's a new Batman trailer? Okay. According to what I'm seeing here, it is not out yet, so I am not going to announce it yet. But there is a... That's probably a hint towards something. So, yeah. I did something cool. I don't think I can announce it yet, so I'm going to wait on announcing it. But I did something cool. Comrade said it is granted back to them via advanced AI tech, which leads to a culture that reverts. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Have I seen No Way Home yet? Yes. Oh, and I did a review of No Way Home. I did a whole review of No Way Home on my secondary channel. I love No Way Home. I think it's gone down a little bit in my estimation since I watched the review, whereas I loved The Matrix Resurrections. I know. A trans person like in The Matrix Resurrections. I know. What is it, a Tuesday? But I loved Matrix Resurrections, and I'm going to do a whole video on it. I just ordered a costume for The Matrix Resurrections. It might be another sexy costume. I'm planning on writing a video about why The Matrix Resurrections is good, actually. Not great, but good, actually. And so that'll be probably a video that comes early next year. Kind of similar to my Wonder Woman one I did early last year, except for in the opposite direction. So. But I liked it. Oh, Punk Rocksologist. Merry Xmas, Jessie. Just woke up with your message. I'm glad you got the package. I hope you enjoyed the Tim Tams and the painting. Yes, thank you so much. Punk Rocksologist, I wanted to say I sent you your message. Yeah, thank you so much for your card. One of the people who sent me a gift was Punk Rocksologist. Sent me a really wonderful gift for Christmas. A few Tim Tams and a really nice card. So thank you very much, Punk Rocksologist. It was very kind of you. And thank you so much for the super chat, you lovely human. Oh, that's awesome, Daryl Trekkie. I loved Matrix Resurrections. I really did. I think it's a great movie that I think a lot of people are devaluing, partially for some transphobia. I'm sure that is definitely there. Partially for that whole like go broke nonsense. Some people and then there are some legitimate things where I'm like, I can see where this will click with people or not. I'm not saying like everyone who hates the Matrix Resurrections is a transphobe. That's clearly not the case. There are issues with the movie. And if those particular hang-ups are things that get you hung up on stuff. Like some of the action is kind of and some of the emotional story beats are at times, but I think the ideas behind the film, I think the actual emotional through line is amazing. I think it adds to the lore in really unique ways. It's a great like screw you to like like capitalism and like the idea of redoing sequels and nostalgia and how that's all used to compound upon each other and so many other ideas. And I think it's a great movie. I think it's a really, really great movie. So expect a video from me in the near future about that movie, because I really enjoyed Matrix Resurrections. Also, I'm gonna test this out because I forgot to set up my sound, so hopefully the sound will work. And actually, I'm sorry, Newt, I might have to get you up, buddy. All right. But let's see. All right. So none of you, let me know if you can hear the music at any point, because I need to play with. Because I was a dummy, and I forgot to make sure that I have studio mode, and make sure that I put in the correct settings for the audio device. Yep, okay. So I need to quick change this up. 1 second, everybody. Let me see, so you can actually hear the music going on. Let's see. Yep. All right. I got a quick jump down. Just slide down. Just ignore me. Pay no attention to the trans woman behind the curtain. I just got to quick fix the sound thing because I was dumb and didn't fix it before I came on stream. Yeah, that should be there. That should be there. Should be, that should do it. That should fix that problem. Hopefully. Alright. Oh, shoot. I just realized. Alright. 1 second. Blah. So, stick with me. Oh, Console Geeks does great content. We do a podcast together, if anyone doesn't know that. Let's see. I gotta add that in. And quick get this all set up because I screwed up. Now you should be able to hear the game. Can you all hear the game now? Let me know if you can't. I can't hear it yet because I need to set something up. No. Can you all hear the game now? Can everyone hear that? You should be able to hear that in the stream. Yes. Perfect. Cool. We are good. As I almost break my chair. We are good to play some games. Good. It is very wind chimey. Like I said, I haven't played this game and I've been wanting to play it because I heard the thing that sold me on this game more than anything. I honestly don't know much about it, but it's got cute little animals in it. Like look at those little cute little guys. You can't really see it in the. Let me turn up the brightness on this. But it's got cute little guys. But the way that this game was sold to me is it's like a PlayStation 2 collectathon. Thank you. I won't break the chair. Oh, Trevor, I did see your email. I was actually going to respond after I got off stream. Ignore the email I just sent you. Lucky to catch you in TJI streaming. Thanks for the education. Your tops. Thank you very much, Trevor. Yeah, and I'm assuming your super chat is in lieu of what you were talking about, the give a coffee thing. I just because you sent me an email asking about it. This isn't me like asking for any of this, but if anyone does like want to do the like buy me a coffee sort of thing, I do have a PayPal down below. That PayPal link you can send money directly if you can't do Patreon or anything like that. I'm only saying that because Trevor sent an email asking about that. That's not me like asking for those things. If you want to send me money, I appreciate it. Helps pay the bills, but by no means feel any obligation to. So Trevor, if you ever want to do that again, thank you. But regardless, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, the way that this game was sold to me was a PlayStation 2 game made for the modern day. Like a PlayStation 2 collectathon-y kind of game, like what, Tak and the Power of Juju sort of thing. And I'm like, that sounds like exactly my kind of game. Like, exactly my kind of game. Like, Psychonauts 2 this year was my second favorite game. My favorite game of the year was The Forgotten City. My favorite game was Forgotten City. Second favorite game was Psychonauts 2. For exactly that reason, because Psychonauts 2 like felt like an updated PlayStation 2 collectathon title, kind of like Banjo-Kazooie and the original Psychonauts. And I'm like, oh, those are my favorite types of games, like Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Psychonauts 2, or Psychonauts 1, Psychonauts 2 as well. Like, the collectathon-y, just get a bunch of stuff is just mwah, mwah. Matrix were better than the second or third films? I would say it's better, definitely better than Revolutions, 100%. I like it better than, I say I would like it better than Reloaded, because I think it's more prescient, has more things to say, it has a slightly better, like, overall story. But I don't think it's not as good as the original Matrix, for sure. Like, Resurrections doesn't touch the original Matrix. Definitely does not. I would say it's about on par, maybe a little bit better than Reloaded. In my opinion, I think it's a little bit better than Reloaded. That might be recency bias on my case, but I think it's about on par, maybe slightly better than Reloaded. And I say that as someone who likes Reloaded and Revolutions. Revolution's a little bit lower, obviously. I think Revolution's in the meh territory, where I think Reloaded's actually kind of good. Like, I think Reloaded's actually a good movie. Shillelagh Dragon, happy holiday, Jessie. Hope you've had a little time to unwind and such. I know things have been chainsaw juggling lately. We're rooting for you. Thank you very much, Shillelagh. Yeah, Shally. Sorry, apologies if I say your name wrong. I was going to say Shillelagh. Apologies. But yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, this is the only work that I'm doing this week, and then I'm also doing a review of Star Wars, Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett. That's the only work I'm doing this week. I'm taking this week off. I haven't gotten a week off in forever, or at least over a year. So I'm taking this whole week off, except for this stream, maybe another stream, and then I'm reviewing Book of Boba Fett. That's it. And then when I get back next week, I'm starting off with writing my Matrix video, and that'll be the first video that I really work on. I have a few videos that I'm gonna have that I already have done that are coming out over the next like few weeks, but the first video that I'm gonna work on for this year is the Matrix Resurrections video. And then my Star Trek, sexy Star Trek video part 2, which the reason I'm not doing that one first is Matrix Resurrections is more prescient. Like needed quickly, and then also I'm waiting on a few items, like few set decoration items and few props for this Star Trek sexy Star Trek video part 2, second Star Trek video part 2, because let's just say I'm doing I'm seeking Jamaharon for that video, and there's a certain prop you need in order to announce that you are seeking Jamaharon that I need for that video. So we'll be doing that. So all right, let's play this game. Let's see. We'll just do Spirit Guide, because on stream Jessie is not as good as regular gaming stream Jessie. Oh no, Geek Filter, I saw your message, by the way. Geek Filter, I'll send you love. I know you're dealing with a lot, and I'm sorry I wouldn't have been a bit AWOL talking back to you, because I've been busy as all hell too. So you've been dealing with a lot, and I've been dealing with a lot. It's totally okay, Geek Filter. You're totally fine. No worries. Unique wooden masks are carved to honor the dead. Placed in sacred shrines, these masks gradually return to dust, symbolizing the spirit's peaceful journey into the next life. Aw, not all spirits can travel this path alone. Struggling with tragedy. Ooh. I'm gonna go need to get some tea, because my throat's getting all tingly from running around all day. In fact, I'm gonna quick run back. I'm gonna quick go grab some tea, and then I'll be right back and we can keep playing. So, be right back, everybody. Hooah. Hooah. Alright, sorry about that. I had a pot of tea boiled already, so I figured I'd just grab some. Alright. Wow. Oh, Miss Circuit Wolf, I'm sorry I missed you coming in. I hope you're doing well. Woof. Woof. Also, did I miss a super chat? No, I didn't. Okay, it was just Geek Filter who I did respond to, so there we go. Okay, let me just take a sip of tea and then we'll get playing. I would agree, Lisa. I think Resurrections had a lot more interesting things to say than Reloaded. I mean, one of the things that I really loved was it talked about sorry, this is me gonna rant a little bit from my video, But what I really loved about Resurrections was it talked about how important the original Matrix movie was for people who just like liked it surface level. There was like the gamer bro dude who was like, yeah, this game just changed my life, man. It was so cool. And like just reading the like surface level idea of it. And he's actually part of the Matrix, right? And we eventually learn that he's part of the Matrix and like actually is part of this whole system. This like dude bro who's just like only gets like the surface level of the games. But then you get characters like Bug, who I'm using she her pronouns because I think that she uses she her pronouns, even though I read Bug is non-binary. But that's me. That's my reading. It doesn't have to be anyone else's. But Bug is like, I saw Neo, and for the first time I like understood that something was wrong. Like there was something wrong with the world. And it was like, oh, it feels like for many trans people, and also just anyone who like felt like the Matrix understood like how this system was harming certain people and like hiding our identities. But with Bug, who clearly reads as non-binary in the movie, it reads as like, oh, I saw Neo and I saw the trans woman metaphor that Neo was supposed to be, and I was like able to come out because I saw Neo in the Matrix in the movie. And so there's that reading on, and I think it works to ubiquitize it. It's not just like a non-binary reading, but I think that is definitely there. And I won't go any. Don't worry. And this everything that I'm mentioning about the Matrix Resurrections is in like the first 10 minutes of the movie. So you're not. This isn't like super spoilers. I won't say anything super spoilery. So there's all of that there. But then but yeah, I'm just trying to make sure exactly what I was saying. But then the other bit about it is just like the fact that, again, this is in the first 10 minutes of the movie, that like the Matrix movies exist within this world that you open up the film in, and they're a trilogy of video games, and they're made trivial, as they saw a character states later on in the game. It's like the system has worked to make this resistance against the system, this work of art against the system, and made it corporatized it and monetized it and corporatized it and made it trivial, which is what capitalism does. It takes these things like the Matrix, like Squid Games, even recently, these works of art that are very expressive, like screw capitalism, screw the system, and makes it a part of the system as well. So the movie talks about how important the Matrix was as a trilogy, but also recognizing how it's been corporatized, while also at the same time like kind of be a commentary on how this movie Resurrections could never ever recapture that. There's like a whole part in the movie where like their characters are like, yeah, we can never recapture what that movie was. And so like I think that Resurrections is such an important movie because it recognizes that it's never going to be as good as the original Matrix, and yet it still comments upon its legacy, both in the positive and the negative, as well as understanding the structural systems. And I think that it's just a fantastic movie on that level. Also, this is not a spoiler, this is just an action beat that was in the trailer, but the fact that they end the movie literally fighting attack helicopters. The movie ends with Neo and someone else who I won't spoil fighting attack helicopters. If that's not on the nose enough for you, I don't know what will be. They end the movie fighting the transphobic meme. So I don't know what to tell you other than the movie's not subtle. So like I saw that, I'm like, they're literally fighting attack helicopters right now, and that's wonderful. Oh boy. Alright, so let's keep playing the game. Sorry, I just had a rant about Matrix Resurrections, and actually I need to, can someone leave a comment with a time code? Can I ask a favor? Can someone just check the time code where I started talking about Matrix Resurrections and timestamp that for me in the comments? Just because I might need to keep that rant so I can write my video later on. If someone could do that, I would be very appreciated. I love that they go into this near subtly. Yeah, exactly, old cheeks. Like, Matrix Resurrections, subtle. I like the movie. Subtle it is not. Ooh. Local. Lana directing a Cyberpunk 2077 movie would be amazing. I mean, she kind of already did, though. Matrix Resurrections is already kind of a Cyberpunk 2077 as it is anyways. Though, to be fair, I would hope it would be based off the RPG, not the video game. The tabletop RPG. The video game is a whole other thing. The story of the game is okay, but I don't think it delves into these themes, like the anti-corporate themes, as much as it should have in the game version. Like, not even the bug stuff about Cyberpunk 2077 aside, there's problems with that game's story as well. Not that it's bad, but not that it just doesn't go too hard. If anyone wants a good analysis of that, Sophie from Mars did a great analysis of Upside from 27%. Holy crap, this is gorgeous. Does anyone else see that? Oh, this is really dark. Let me beef up the images because you're not seeing the video really well. Because this is actually really beautiful, but I don't think you're seeing. That's me. There's that. Let me beef up the capture card here. That's not what you want. You don't want that. That's too much. Let me fix this. Let me just unpause this. Sorry, apologies. Let me just see. There we go. Now you're starting to see it better. Brightness a little bit, contrast. There we go. Now you can all see that better, I think. Probably. There we are. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Cool. Also tell me if I need to adjust the sound a little bit better. So if I need to adjust the sound a little bit more, just let me know. If I'm too loud or if the game is too loud. I'm playing Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Let's see, where am I going? What am I doing? Oh, okay, I'm going this way. Let's see, where's the chat? There's the chat. Ooh, Lorcan, thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that. Ooh, pretty little spirit. Hi, spirits. But I did not know that. I did not know that the AV Club did an interview with Lana. Ooh, so many pretty spirits. Yeah, the creators of this game, they used to be a film studio and they did a Majora's Mask. The people who made this game, they did a Majora's Mask fan film that was amazing. A Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask fan film. That was really, really good, and then they went on to make this. It does kind of remind me of Spirit of the North a little. Spirit of the North. Spirit of the North. King in the North. I've never played Homestar Road Arcade, MacArthur. Hey, look, it's a person. I like persons.
Why have you come?
Oh, interesting.
I sense suffering.
Thank you, Lorcan. I'll check that out.
Do you need help?
You know nothing.
You know nothing of suffering.
Oh, suffering. This is my home. My village.
Okay.
Turn back. Spirit guide.
Okay. R1 light attack, R2. Okay. Here's the tutorial. I've never played Hardwire. I never actually played Hardwire. But and thank you, Comrade, for your super chat, by the way. Oh, I love this music too. This is really good music. Came out on no, sorry, unfortunately, Owen. This game is PlayStation exclusive, so it's a PlayStation. I'm playing on PlayStation 4, and it's also apparently out on PlayStation 5 as well. But it is a PlayStation exclusive game. Unfortunately. Trans Girl World War Strategy. I mean, if trans girls did World War II, there wouldn't have been a World War II. PlayStation 4s, I feel, are pretty cheap now. You can get, like, not like cheap, but I feel like you can get PlayStation 4. Like, if you've never got a PlayStation 4, I feel like you can get one pretty cheaply now and, like, not have to worry about it because the PlayStation 5 is out. And then you get all the games for the PlayStation 4. And honestly, there's still good games coming out for the PlayStation 4. Like, there's still legitimately solid games coming out for the PlayStation 4. Like, they have God of War coming up soon. Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, also coming out for the PlayStation 5 for sure, but I think more for the PlayStation 4 as well. I think the only game next year that's like a PlayStation 4 exclusive or PlayStation 5 exclusive that I'm like super excited about is Forsaken, or Forspoken, I should say. Forspoken looks great, like a fantasy Spider-Man is like that's what it is, like a fantasy Spider-Man is what Forspoken looks like, with a black protagonist too, which is awesome. Though I hear the writing team doesn't have many people of color on it, which is a bit disappointing, but I don't know that for sure. Let's see, where am I supposed to go here? What time is it for me? It is 2 o'clock for me right now. That's my time. Oh, for sure Super Femi. For sure Super Femi. Pretty. I wish you could see, because sadly my capture card does not capture the graphics super well. But this game looks really gorgeous. Sadly my graphics card is kind of crap, which I need to get a new one at some point. But oh, Keats, thank you so much. You just found out last week that I won a scholarship for my poetry. Thank you for your support a month ago when you talked about. Oh, Keats Cast, congratulations. Everyone, can we send some love to Keats Cast? Congratulations, it's absolutely amazing. Congratulations on the scholarship. Hell yes. Knew you could do it. That's amazing. And Looney, Mary Chestnut, Jessie, hope your holidays are going well and are continuing to do well. Thank you for being you and making content and brightening my very, very dark. Oh, Looney, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sending you love. I really appreciate you, Looney, and thank you so much for the super chat. That's super kind. Ooh, this music. Ooh. I really like this music. It's very nice. So I want to quick fix up the filters a little bit more on this so I can. Let's see, that's probably a bit better. Yeah, that's probably a bit better right there. I can probably see the game a little bit better. Cool. But Keats Cast, amazing. That's the main thing I want to say. Like, Keats Cast, you absolutely deserve that. That's absolutely wonderful. Congratulations, my friend. All right, let's see what else we got going on in here. Oh, I love this music so much. It's very haunting music. Cute little buddies. Oh, cute little spirits. It's cute little spirits. What does this remind me of? Avatar music? The music reminds me like of Avatar, I want to say. They're cute little human things.
I saw him here somewhere.
Look at how cute they are.
Where did he go?
Oh. Ah! It's so cute. It's like a little spirit tribble. A new GPU. Oh, this I'm talking about. It's not the GPU. My GPU is decent. It's more the issue is more the capture, like the literal like capture card that I have that like plugs from my HDMI into the computer. That I need to get a new good one. It's got a cool little mask. Aww. Be the leaf. Drop this. Be the leaf. Oh, they're cute. It looks like an adipose. That's what it looks like. It looks like an adipose from Doctor Who. Except for like bluish purple, like kind of like a blueberry looking thing instead of like the white fat thing from Doctor Who.
It's all right. What happened here, little guy?
Oh. cute little fuzzball. Aww. Yeah, it does kind of look like an adipose crossed with a hedgehog. Oh, and now I can double jump. I like double jumping. Alright, let's see.
There she is. Run.
I got another one! Oh, he's a cute little guy.
Come on.
Why would they be called rots? That feels like a bad name for these cute little guys. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this game is adorable. It is kind of a Zelda. Apparently, the way this game was described to me, Looney, was that it's a kind of like a collectathon, like a PlayStation 2 style collectathon, like Tack and the Power of Juju sort of thing.
Hi, Benny.
Is more the style of game that that this game was sold to me as. Let's see. Selkie, we all do that. We all buy games that we never finish. Like Steam sales, anybody? Like who here doesn't have like 20 games that they have bought that they never finished playing, or even started playing for that matter? Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite. Look, I'm wearing a literal Banjo-Kazooie T-shirt right now, so you don't need to tell me that Banjo-Kazooie is a great game. Ooh, this looks bad. Oh, don't hit that. That's not good. Collect more rot to purify this dead zone heart. Got it. Yeah, more like 200, exactly. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Oh, hi, cutie. I keep buying games. Yeah, me too. Why do you think I stream so much? I mean, part of the reason that I stream video games is that not just to hang out with all of you, but so I could actually like have an excuse to like play video games during the day. Let's see, where am I going here? Is that all I needed to do here? Or is there more going on? Oh, okay, up there. Or is that where that's where I came from? No. Is it? Yes. Yes, this is where I came from. I've never finished any single Tomb Raider game in my entire life. I've never played a single. Well, sorry, that's a lie. I played Tomb Raider games, but I've never beaten one. Is this where I'm supposed to go, or is that it? Okay. I guess do I backtrack? Is that where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, they should have a toggle to hide not safe for work games. To be fair, I don't have many not safe for work games that I own, though, to be fair. But I barely play video games because I don't know I spend a lot of money on them, but not finish any of them. Yeah, I mean, if I was smarter, I wouldn't waste any more money on video games. Just play. I feel like I'd probably play the video games that I own for the rest of my life, and still like not finish them all. I have a whole literal pile of video games that I've collected my entire life out in my living room. It's a literal bookshelf full of video games that I've had since I started playing video games, and it's a collection that I need to go through because there's so many games that I have. There's been a lot of good games this year though. This year has been littered with games. Oh, it said I can like use square to make them do things. I believe is what that said. Let's see if I can go clear out this thingy over here. Jessie is not safe for work. I am never safe for work. I will never be safe for work.
There.
Yeah, cure that rot. This is kind of like Pikmin too. It's reminding me of Pikmin. Is what this kind of feels like. It kind of feels like this is like a Pikmin game. Ha! Ha! That is not a bad thing. Like, that just means you have more 40K models to paint, comrade. Paint those things. See, Hades, I've never played Hades. See, now I know that's probably going to be one of my big things that people hate on me for, because I have legitimately never played Hades. And I want to, but I've never gotten into roguelites. Roguelikes? Roguelites. I forget which one is which. They're very similarly named things for very different types of games. But I've never really gotten into them, and I've wanted to, but I just feel like I like more story-based games and games with like endings, and I get stressed out by games that don't have endings. And so I feel like I would get stressed out by it. But Hades, if I was gonna play any of them, Hades is the one I feel like I would play, because that one has like a strong story at its core. So I feel like if I'm going to play any roguelike game, Hades is probably the one that I would play. Yeah, We Happy Few is another game that's like, I would like to play We Happy Few, but it's like, that one's all computer generated-y, and it's like, I feel like that's very Bioshocky, and I wanted to play We Happy Few, but it felt like it was like, the game, according to like certain websites, it took like 30 hours to beat that game, and I'm like, I don't want a 20 to 30 hour game with a game like that. With a game like We Happy Few, like a very Bioshock experience, I want like a nice 8 to 10 hour experience. I want a solid 8 to 10 hour experience. And then from there, I'll be happy. I love how these things like give me like little directions. It's sort of adorable. It did win a Hugo Award. I did see that. Have you played any of Supergiant's other games? Supergiant's the company that makes Hades, right? Like Bastion? I played Bastion. I also played... They have one other one that I played. It's like the volleyball one, like where it's like a sport game, but I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I can't remember what it's called, but I definitely played Bastion. So I have played Supergiant, if that's the company that makes Hades. Also, go support Hades, just on a purely like ideological level here. Go support the company that makes Hades. I believe it's called Supergiant. Pyre, that's the other one I played. I didn't play Transition, but I played Pyre and Bastion. Go support them because they are a company that expressly works without crunch. They don't crunch their employees. They're a small team, like independent developer, working very, very hard. They have a very good work culture there, and that is something that we should all be supporting, especially for games like Hades. It shows that like games like Hades doing well and being amazing shows that you can make a good culture within video games that is not toxic, not harmful. They should also be unionized, but that's a different discussion. But like legitimately create a game that is wonderful and amazing without destroying the mental health of your employees. And that is something that should be desperately championed. It is the bare minimum. It should not be something to be celebrated, but it is the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum to be expected, but unfortunately is not the norm in video games. And so like you can make a healthy work culture and create games. And so whenever someone says like, but we need to have crunch because people's passions, there's always that argument. It's like, but people want to work really, really hard because they're passionate about something. And don't get me wrong, I get that feeling too. I work as a video creator. I work very hard and way too many hours to create stuff. I shouldn't do that though. And we should create a culture where that is not the expectation for all of us. It is not the expectation for us to wring ourselves dry of our creative juices and our creativity and our energy and our other parts of our life that help fuel the energy that goes into making good games. Because partially I believe the reason that games like Hades are so good is because they have a creative team that feels energized every day when they go into work, rather than being wrung dry every single day. And I'm not saying that good things can't, like, good games can't be created in a crunch work culture. Like, look at something like Last of Us Part 2. Like, Naughty Dog games are great, but and I know that's a controversial statement for some reason. I don't know why. That's a different point, though. But, like, you can't deny that, like, I think, like, Last of Us Part 2 is a really, like, technical, really well-done game. But that game was made under heavy crunch, to the point where, like, one person that worked at Naughty Dog had to buy an apartment nearer to Naughty Dog's headquarters and stay there instead of going home to his family, because it took too long to commute, and he didn't want to be too far away from being at the company. He did that for months, so he had to rent a second apartment just to work on the game, which is not at all okay. It's not at all okay. So we need to start working in video game in all places. Let's be fair, but video games are an especially bad place to, like, celebrate cultures that, like, make games that aren't, like, made in, like, very toxic work cultures. And again, this isn't to say you can't have good things come out of a, like, crunch work culture, but I think you could. I bet you could do even better if people were just patient and were able to. If people were able to wait. If people were able to wait one extra year for a game, you would get better games. And less games focused on, like, micromanaging you to death. Or, like, you wouldn't have things like Cyberpunk 2077, where it was just, like, made in crunch culture, shoved out too quickly, and not good. So I think there's too, like, people say, like, you need crunch to make good art. I would tell you, you probably would get better art if we didn't have crunch culture, it would be my expectation. Ooh, I can block these things with that. Let's see. You can destroy dead zone hearts or bind enemies. Press square. Ooh, okay. Got it. I see. That's helpful. But everything changed when the Goblin Nation attacked. Yeah, exactly. Gotta fight them with the little goblins. I get the crunch and honestly you do need. There's a different geek filter. There's a distinct difference between deadlines and crunch. Crunch is very different. Like, having deadlines is good. There's a difference between having a deadline and being in a crunch culture where you're spending a year literally only working 80-hour weeks and not going home and seeing your family. There's a distinct difference between deadlines and crunch. Like, just to be very clear. Like, deadlines, 100%. People need deadlines. I would get nothing done if I didn't have deadlines. But, like, there's a distinct difference in that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think most games would exist better. I'm not saying that, like, someone wanting to work on a game. Sorry, Geekfield. Sorry, I just missed. I just read part of your message because I'm, like, in the middle of something. But let's see. What was I saying? But I feel like I'm not saying that people shouldn't be able to work passionately on something. Like, I don't mind, like, every once in a while where it's like you work a 50, 60-hour week every once in a while because you, like, really are like, we need to get this thing done or whatever. I get that. But I think you should pay it off in the back end. Like, hey, you worked a 50, 60-hour work week. Well, then maybe next week or the week after you only work a 20, 30-hour week just to sort of pay it off. Like, keep track of that and work that. But I understand, like, people are like, oh, we really need, like, something really needs to get done this week. Like, we're gonna work a little bit harder this week. Like, yeah, it should be a choice, not the expectation, comrade. And it also should be, like, kept track of and paid off in the other end. So it's not like people are, like, overworking themselves every single week, you know? But I get it. I'm not saying that, like, you should never work hard on and never work more than a 40-hour week. It's all variable. But I think you should keep track of the ebb and flow of that and make sure that there is an ebb and flow. So how do I work this? Grab this guy. Now where do I want you to go? Aha, okay. And how do I tell them to come here? Alright, the rot are these rot little guys are adorable. Now, how do I... I want them to come here. I tell them to do... Nope. Or are they moving it? Ah, there they are. There they are. Now they're going. Yeah, see, that's, and like, I think we should also like look at, I mean, this is something we're all talking about, but like, I think we should start looking at different ways to think about like a work week. Like, some people like working every single day. It's like, I'd rather work, like, as you say, Zemer, like, I'd rather work 7 days a week for 6 hours a day. And that's a much, like, healthier thing for me. That's cool. Some people would say I would rather work 4 8-hour days and have a 4-day work week that's only 8 hours. That some companies can support that too. I think it's all variable on like many different aspects, on so many different things, and I think we should explore that instead of it being like 40-hour 5-day work weeks all the time. And I don't think we need that, because I feel like it's just silly. It's just absolutely silly. And then there are people like making you ring, and then there's places like Amazon that'll just wring you dry for every piece of life that you're worth, and then discard you and let you die, like quite literally, because they don't care about you. Even though they'll put that in their PR messages that they care deeply about you and you're our most important. The most important thing is our team, and we really care about you. Here, watch this video about how unions are bad. It's not doing anything. We're not trying to incept anything into your brain. Don't worry about that. I remember I worked at Target. I'm sure some of you have worked at Target. I mean, I'm sure some of you have worked at many of these different places, but like the second thing I worked at Target, and the second ever thing that they made us do was they had us come in for training, and it was like, hey, let's get to know your names and then watch this video. And the video was very much like, unions are bad for us. Unions distance you from being able to talk to the customer or being able to talk to your boss. Terrible, terrible unions. Don't ever do a union. Don't ever do a union or we will destroy you. That's like quite literally. Oh, this guy looks, this looks evil. This looks straight up evil. So, this got to be a much more political stream than I intended it to be. I thought we were just gonna have a cozy little gaming stream, but I guess we're gonna be talking politics a little bit.
And restore balance to the forest.
I thought she almost says force. Restore balance to the forest. Forest, not force, the forest.
The power that flows through this land, but you do not fully understand it.
Yeah, cozy little political stream. Oh boy.
Death and corruption are all that remain here.
Oh, cute little guy's like, Murr.
This land can be healed, but you cannot stay here, Spirit. You must move
This
on.
is giving me very much Princess Mononoke
Does
vibes.
not belong. I will never abandon
I hope they complicate this.
my people.
That it's not just like a villainous oh, fighting back is evil against like climate change. Like, no, we should be fighting back against climate change. We'll see how this game goes, but I hope that they make, basically what I'm hoping is that they make this guy a good guy. Shield. Whoa! Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat. I'm gonna try not to die. Sorry, chat. You are on your own for a minute. I'm gonna not die here for a hot second. Ow. That was a bad move. Oh, that's a dead Jessie. That's a Jessie. A non-political stream. Jessie, do you know? Fair enough. Fair enough. All of my streams are gonna end up political in some way, shape, or form. No, I haven't seen Don't Look Up on Netflix. I want to because I love, the director who I'm blanking on, Adam McKay. Adam McKay is one of my favorite directors of all time, and I have a friend coming to visit in the next few days, and she is also a big fan of Adam McKay. So we're gonna watch Don't Look Up probably in the next few days. So I'm very excited to watch Don't Look Up, but it's gonna be probably not for another few days. But I am very excited for it. Oh, Jordan, people are saying sorry. Oh no, oh, Jordan, I'm so sorry. I hope your sister's okay. Sending love to you and your sister. Everyone send some kind thoughts to Jordan. I'm so sorry, Jordan. I hope she's all right. Sending you love, Jordan, to both you and your sister. I hope your sister's okay. All right, stream. I'm gonna quick play this boss battle. So apologies if I missed some
I can heal
some
these
chat stuff.
spirits and restore balance to the.
I keep thinking she's about to say restore balance to the force. Oh, I thought that would be a good parry. You can parry. I love parry. Games with good parries. Parrying is one of my favorite game mechanics. Whenever a game has a good feeling parry, it just makes me happy. Like, I think that's probably my favorite game mechanic of all time is a parry. You so rarely see games with good parrying mechanics. I want to die. I think I can figure out. Oh god. Ooh, okay, that did it. Yes, get them, little rots. Hell yeah! Oh wow, I barely survived that one. Boom. Oh, I hate parrying. Oh, see, I love parrying. It depends on the game, though. It has to have a good parry mechanic, because not every game has a good parry mechanic. And if it's a bad parry mechanic, if a game has a bad parry mechanic, it will destroy the game for me. But if a game has a really solid and satisfying parry mechanic, mwah, I love it. It's so wonderful. But it's such a thing you have to get perfectly timed right that I know some bad games with bad parry mechanics.
You can come out. It's safe now.
Hi, cute little guys. Everything in this game is so adorable.
The little guys can eat it.
And how? By the way, Vera, it's good to see you. I didn't know you came in.
Love it.
How you doing, Vera?
My name is Kana. What are you two
My name
doing
is
up
Kana,
here
Bridge of
alone in the
Spirits.
forest?
Don't worry about us. We've been here a long time and take care of ourselves.
I can see that. You both look very strong. Do you know who that spirit was with the horned mask?
We don't know, but when he shows up, the girl's poison grows stronger. Hey, what are you doing here in the forest?
I'm searching for the sacred mountain shrine. Can you take me there?
If you want to get to the mountain shrine, you have to help us with something first.
I'll help
Our
you.
brother Tara was trapped deep in the forest. We need
Yay,
to-
a fetch
Great
quest.
idea, Saya. That'll be easy for her. Did you see what she did to that stick guy?
Yeah, I kicked that stick guy's
Help us
butt.
free Tara and we'll take you to the mountain shrine.
Yeah, I love the Mortar games. Oh, the Mortar games. I never beat Shadow of War. I need to finish Shadow of War. I got very far in Shadow of War. I never finished it. The only thing I dislike about Shadow of War is I dislike what they did with Shelob. Like, I understand why they did that because it's like it's not like Mordor as a place in the books has a lot of characters. Like, the only characters you have are like Gollum, Sauron, and Shelob, and they're like the only characters besides the orcs themselves that are in Mordor. So I understand they're like, well, we have Shelob, why don't we just make Shelob this sexy priestess woman? And I'm like, which I get, but it's weird. it's so weird that you're like having sexual tension in that game with what is effectively a giant spider. And I'm like, and that it's not at all based on anything in actual like lore, at least as far as I'm aware. And I'm like, it was just a weird choice. To be honest with you. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, look, it's the title of the thing. Oh, Bad Astra, sending you love. We're all freaking out about Omicron. All of us are dealing with Omicron in some way or another. Bad Astra. Sorry about that. Sending you love, my friend. This game is it's so pretty. Everything's so pretty. I love the pretty. Hi. Why are they all angry? Look, I thought they were all angrily staring at me. Like, why are you all angry at me, guys? But they're just like This is actually kind of creepy. I know the game's trying to make them adorable, and they are adorable, but them just like staring at me like this is a little bit creepy. All right. Oh, there's one on my shoulder. I didn't even notice that. There's a cool one on my shoulder. All right. See. Oh, Jedi Indiana Jones. Jedi, I sent you your postcard. I sent you your postcard today. So keep an eye out for your postcard. Let me know if you don't get it. It's a nice little Star Trek postcard, and I sent you a nice little message on it. So be on the lookout for your postcard, Jedi. All right. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Alright. Sorry, one second. Something weird. Oh, it's just new. Okay, I was like, why am I hearing banging? Is someone? I thought I heard some banging in the house. I'm like, is someone knocking at the door? But no, it's just Newt in the litter box. So I was just like, wait, what was that noise? It's just Newt pooping. It's Newt poop. Ow! Don't go that way. That's not creepy at all. So. Oh, Bad Astra sending you and your wife love. Or, oh, you're already legally married, so sending you and your wife love. Yeah, Newt playing drums. Like, what the hell? It was like, what the hell am I hearing? The other night I was dumb and I left my main front door unlocked. It was all fine. This was me being dumb. But I left my front door unlocked, and because it snowed here in Seattle, and so it snowed here in Seattle, and because the front door was unlocked and there was so much wind, I came out in my living room in the morning, and I'm like, why is it so cold? And the front door was open a little bit because I had left it open, or because I had left the door ajar, and so the wind knocked it open a little bit. And so it was just like snow in the front door and freezing cold, and I was like, oh no! It was so cold. Like my toes were like frozen in the morning. And I was wondering why it was so cold. Oh, this village looks like it's in some trouble. Yeah, I was scared for a minute. It's like, did someone get in my house? But no, it's just me being forgetful. So. Alright. Oh boy. Okay. Let's purify some corruption. I just like your two-hit thing. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I did the things. Yeah, even the corruption is pretty. This whole game is pretty. Like, it's very, very pretty. Again, I wish my capture card would do it justice. Oh, we made it! We made it pretty again. We saved the town again. I don't know what that song was. Hat! I can buy hats. Don't tell me I can buy hats in this game. Don't you dare tell me that I can buy hats in this game. I will buy all the hats in this game. Karma upgrades. Create karma by defeating corrupted enemies, restoring the environment, and finding fruit for your rod to eat. Oh, I can find little fruits! From the upgrade menu, use karma to unlock new abilities. Use a base. Okay, so just an upgrade system. So I do that by defeating corrupted enemies, destroying the environment. Okay. Ooh, okay, what can I upgrade? So melee I can upgrade. Don't have these abilities yet, but that's my shield. Press R1 after a parry to perform a spinning attack. Ooh, good parries. I'm here for the parries. While spinning, press R1 to perform a sweeping attack. Attack. Oh, this looks like a good skill tree. I'm here for this. Rot hammer. Oh! I love everything that this game is. Have a good shower, Abigail. I say creepily. Hopefully that wasn't too creepy. Oh, I love everything that this game is. Okay, so I don't... Where do I see... Okay, there's my stuff at the top, so I can't buy anything just yet. I can buy them little hats. I can buy the cute little things. Hats. And it's adorable. Oh no. Oh, this isn't good. I'm gonna be buying them all. Did I get a hat already? I got a little hat! And go mushroom hat. Oh, they're getting a little mushroom hat. Okay. And now, how do I put on the hats? Now I need to put their hats on them. I'm gonna put on their. Where do I put on the little hats, or do I put it on there? Do they now just have the hats now? I guess they already have the hats. Okay. Well, now we got their little hats and little flowers. Let's see. Yep. Now they just have little hats. I'm like little hat thingies. Let's see. It said I need to clean up the environment. I guess I can't. That's corruption that I'm assuming I'll be able to go down later. Favorite subgenre of metal? Probably melodic death. But to be honest, I'm not a big metalhead. I like. I play. I was big into. Yay! I was big into. Metallica as a kid. I used to like be really into Metallica. They were like my first concert that I ever went to on my own. But as an adult, I haven't really, I'm not, and this isn't, I have nothing against metal. I just haven't been a big, I've never like been a big metal person. There's nothing against it. I think metal is good, but I've never been like a huge metal fan. I'm more of like an indie folk kind of person, electronica kind of person, like churches. I enjoy churches, stuff like that. Decemberists, the Shins, the Weeknd, I believe. So like that's the kind of music that I'm more into. That isn't to say that I don't like all kinds of music. I'm just not a big music person, so I don't have like specific like I'm not going to be eat that little fruit. Eat that little fruit, you guys. Yes. Be little cute little fruits. Hey, little fruits, yeah. You cute little guys eating all the fruits. Let's see. Okay, can't go up here yet. Look, I can go over here. Ooh, there's little gifts. I'll take some gifts. First chest. Oh, okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Oh boy, I don't like this. I don't like the don't get hit things. Oh, that one's got a shield. That's interesting. I just like things that say don't get hit. Ah! See, that's why I hate. That's why I hate that, because I was like, oh no. Oh, and now there's a long load screen that makes it even worse. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, that's no fun at all. Why wouldn't you just reset me near the chest? That's annoying. What countries do you want to visit most? Japan. Easy. Easy. I've been a decent around Europe. I would love to visit Africa as well. I've never been to Africa. But I think if I had to pick one, I would I think I would probably pick Japan more than any other country. I would really love to visit Japan, just because I feel like Tokyo is like a cool nerdy city. Like I feel it's probably big on nerdy stuff, and I probably would really love it. Plus sushi, I'm a big sushi fan. So like nerddom and sushi, here for it. And then I feel like I would also like spend a few days in like a big city like Tokyo, maybe go to another city as well, and then also spend time in the countryside. I think that would be really nice. Africa, I feel like Egypt, I mean, just so you can see, like, the pyramids. I mean, I know that's sort of the stereotypical, like, touristy answer. But that would probably be what I want to see, because I just, like, I would love to see the pyramids and see how cool that is. But I know that that's, like, the touristy answer, and I'm sure there's problems with, like, tourism in those areas as well. So I don't want to be, like, that kind of person. But that would probably be the answer. I would love to see Egypt. Yeah, I think those would probably be the two biggest places, Egypt and Japan. I think Japan is, yeah, Kyoto would also seem really nice. I feel like those are the two places. Now, New Zealand, punk rock zoologist is in here. Punk rock zoologist, not from, punk rock zoologist, you're Australian, right? For some reason, I thought you were from New Zealand for a hot second. But I would love to visit New Zealand. Just, not just, again, I know the tourism industry in New Zealand is both a blessing and a curse. But I would love to go and see Hobbiton. I would love to go and see Hobbiton so badly. Alright, let me try and not die here. Alright, I'll get back to you in a second chat. I see a super chat at the corner of my eye, so apologies if I missed the super chat. But I just don't want to get hit here. Badly don't want to be in the center of everything. Come off one by one. I don't like this! I don't like it at all! No! Alright, I'm gonna come back to this, because screw this chest. I will find, I'm assuming this is a hub, so I'm assuming I'll come back to this chest. Come to Ireland. I would love to go to Ireland. I've been to Ireland, actually. To be fair, Northern Ireland. I went to Belfast. Years and years and years ago, I went to Belfast and visited, like, the Giant's Causeway. There was some sort of festival going on. I missed what the festival was about, but there's some sort of, like, festival with a lot of, like, fire eaters and stuff like that. Oh, and got to go. Remember to save your game before boss battles. Everyone stay. Thank you very much, Owen. Sending you love. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you so much for the super chat. But yeah, I've been to Ireland. I know, again, big question about, like, discussion, but, like, Northern Ireland is Ireland. I know for a lot of people. Again, I'm not saying that as, like, a political statement too much, just because I know a decent amount about the troubles in Irish history and the separation there, but by no means am I a good expert on it to, like, discuss it. So, but I have been to Belfast, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous place. So, except one must reach the top of its branches. Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Any Dairy Girls fans here? Hey, I've been missing your streams. The best one. It feels good to catch up. Oh, Skylar, I'm glad you're here. Sending you love, my friend. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Okay, I think this is the direction I was supposed to go. Yes. This feels like the correct direction. Any flags in the festival? I don't remember. All I remember at the festival that I was at Belfast, because I was just there one day, and it just was, we just happened to be there. It would have been in the fall, right? Yes, it would have been in the fall, and it would have been, there was a lot of fire dancers and it was like through the streets of Belfast. So whatever festival goes on during the fall in Belfast with fire dancers, that is about the most that I can tell you that I remember, to be honest. Oh, bye, SK Males. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Sending you love. I love this music. It's so nice.
The rot seem quite fond of you.
Oh.
They're usually timid.
Hi, cute old
Something
man.
tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy, but that power faded long ago. Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the mountain shrine.
On my way, I met 2 children. They asked me to help free a boy named Taro.
Oh, look at his smile.
I'm not surprised that Benny and Saya found you. They are clever children, and would do anything for their brother.
I would love to go to Australia
We
too.
have
Australia would be
always
great.
crafted wooden masks to honor those who have passed on.
I like the masks.
Placed here, the masks slowly turn to dust, aiding the spirit's journey into the next life.
It does. It looks gorgeous, Looney. This
My
game is
father
gorgeous.
was a spirit guide. Our traditions are different, but he helped many spirits pass from this life to the next.
So you know what happens to spirits unable to move on. Take Taro's mask. It is bound to his spirit, and will help you fulfill your promise to the children.
Interesting. It's curious that like I'm
Look
meeting
after Benny and
that I meet more
Saya.
spirits than I meet probably
Their
people
brother's
in this
fate
game.
will be difficult for them to understand.
Yeah, one of the kids does have a mask. I did see that seal. That is a good point. Yeah, I'm assuming like all of these, the brother's fate will be different for them to understand. I'm curious. Taro is definitely dead and is a spirit needing to move on. But I'm curious to see if I meet and if everyone's actually dead in this game. I visited Paris. Paris was nice, Miss Wicked Wolf. I have a very silly story about being in Paris, Miss Wicked Wolf. I'll tell y'all in a second. Just quick. Look through your mask to find your way. Open spirit barriers and reveal objects of importance in the environment. Spirit master helpful for finding rot hidden in the world. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I can catch the kill. Oh, I can catch the kill rot. No. Oh. Okay, you're originally from New Zealand. That's why I thought it was New Zealand. I can do a dance. Okay, I'm not gonna kill no guy who's dancing. I'm gonna kill some comedy. Sorry, I've just evolved into words. Okay, so let's see. That's that. No. I want to. How do I do the masks? No, it's photo mode. There's the masks. Got it. What was that? Oh, that's someone over there. Okay. Interesting. I can just follow these footsteps. Sorry, I'm just... What is that over there? I promise you I'll tell you this Paris story in just a second. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, I'll come back for that. No, but the game wishes me to go this way. Yes. So funny story in Paris. I once visited Paris, and my friends and I, when we were in Paris, we stayed at a we were gonna stay at a hostel. We rented a room in a hostel for me and 4 of my friends. And so when we were at the hostel, we found out that it was run by this nice old Chinese woman, and so she like had run out of room in the hospital. It's like, I booked you, so I'll help you guys. And so she invited us to stay at her. She invited us to stay at her mother's house. So it was this older, like this older Chinese lady who didn't speak a word of English, but she was the nicest lady I have ever met. She was so kind. Like she was like 4 random college students hanging out in her house, and she just didn't speak a word of English, but she kept giving us food and everything. She was just so wonderful. And back then I weighed a decent amount. And so one morning we were going to go and visit Versailles for the very first time. I had never been to Versailles. We were going to go and see Versailles. And so we, the morning that we were going to go and visit Versailles, I went to use her restroom, her bathroom. And there was a little bit of water on the floor, and I slipped on the floor, and my knee went right into the back of the porcelain back of the toilet, and it broke the back of the toilet. And back then, I knew nothing about plumbing. Like, I was an idiot kid who knew, like, zilch about plumbing. And so I did not know that there's a valve to stop the water from coming up. So in this poor old lady's house, all this water just starts pouring out at like 6 in the morning from her broken toilet. And I feel so bad. I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh gosh, how do I stop this? And there's just water pouring up everywhere at 6 in the morning. I'm like, no. My knee's bleeding. And so eventually I figured out like, oh, I can turn off the water, but there's a little latch in the back there. And so I finally turn off the water from going. And I have like 2 towels that I own because I was traveling with them. And I just tried to like back up all the water as best I can and just wring it out. So I'm like, it's 6 in the morning, and this poor lady starts just trying to clean up all the water before she notices, and so it doesn't like seep into her floor. And so I'm just cleaning for like 2 hours, and then I have to tell this poor lady and try to explain to her because I don't speak any Mandarin, and so I'm just like trying to explain to her like what happened, and just explain to her how I broke this poor lady's toilet. And I'm like going like my knee, and like I'm so sorry. And so I have to call the lady who owns the hostel and have her translate to her mother that I broke her toilet. Now, thankfully, I got it fixed. I paid for it, obviously, so I paid for the toilet. We got it fixed. It was a whole thing. But it was just like it was the worst. It was the worst. It is, and yes, Weeks versus Fire. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy rules apply. Always, the towel is the most important thing to bring on a trip. Always bring a towel. Okay. Oh, and there's that guy over there. Can I, yep, don't go in the water. Interesting. So how? I'm assuming I have to go up there to deal with that. I don't think I can figure that one out yet. Did the stream shouldn't have ended? No, Adrian, the stream's still going on. I'm gonna go for at least another 30 minutes. I'm gonna play games for at least another 30 minutes or so. We'll see how long I go after that, but I'm so sorry if you can't load the stream. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I'm still streaming for at least another 30 minutes or so. Possibly longer too if I'm feeling it. Let's see. And now I can probably go this way because I have the map. Hi, little guys!
Hey, is that Taro's mask? Maybe you can use it to open this barrier.
Yep, that's what the plan is. Maya, I'm sorry you're isolated, but or you're isolating, but it's good to see you. You're wonderful, Maya. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. At the very least. I hope it's not too bad being isolated. I know the feeling. So, okay. More things! I like things! That looks like some enemies to fight up there. Which I can't get to yet. This? Can I do anything with this? Or... No? Evidently not. I can do something with that. What game is it on Switch? It's on PlayStation 4. It's on PlayStation 4 and 5. This is Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Have a good night, Council of Geeks, and thank you for normally we do our normally do our podcast tonight, but Vera, thank you so much for canceling the podcast tonight. We're like so we can just chill. I'm probably gonna watch a movie or something tonight, so I just want the break, and I appreciate it, Vera, as much as I love you. All right, so let's see. What else we got going on here? Can I just break into the house? No, evidently not. But I can go over here.
Right there.
Interesting. Can I put it here? Where can I put this? I can have them lift that up, but where can I have them put it? Is the intriguing question. Yeah, it feels like the only place I can have them put it is there, but there's no button. Can I have them do that? Why can't I have them put the thing down? There we go, that's how I do that. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why your super chats don't work, Adrian. I apologize. I have no idea. Because you should be able to do super chats. I don't know why you're not able to. Spirit mail. You found something that belonged to a villager. Return to their house and the village location is marked on your map. Okay, perfect. Cool little stuff.
Can you move that for me?
Oh, what happened, NCC 1701 Chris? I hope it's okay. Oh, NCC 1701 Chris, I don't think anyone was trying to insult you. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. I decided to stream here. I was going to stream on Twitch, but I decided to stream here because I didn't do my normal Saturday. Because I didn't do my normal Saturday stream. I figured I'd do this one. If I do any more streams this week, which I might do 1 or 2 more this week, if I do, it'll be on Twitch. So the only reason I'm streaming here is because I didn't do my Saturday one. So I figured I'd do this. But so if anyone else, if I do more streams this week, it'll be on Twitch, just so everyone is well aware of the plan. Oh, got it. Interesting. Okay. How do I defeat these guys? Aha, heavy attack. That's how it works. Okay, got it. Got it. I like that. Ow! You little jerk. Why you gotta be like that? Boom! Boom! I love this game. This game is so satisfying. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Adrian. I appreciate you wanting to give me a super chat, but don't worry about it.
It's a forest tier.
Ooh, I like forest tears. Can I do anything with it? I guess not. I guess it just is. It's just a thing that is. Alright. Oh, I I see. Okay. Force your temperatures to the rock to their original form. Oh, to move cloud. In this form, the rock can attack enemies, destroy barriers, and clear corruption. Interesting. Okay.
Whoa,
This is their original
what happened
form?
to Rod?
He's so cute. Look at
Aw.
him go. Does he know any tricks, Kana?
Interesting. And...
Over here, Kana. There's something.
Oh yeah, you're Lindsay. You're talking about getting some electrolysis, or elocution. I don't actually. What is elocution? Is that like to do with your throat? I actually don't know what. I actually don't know what that means. Maybe I'm just being silly. I thought you were talking about electrolysis because electrolysis is not fun. It's worth it if you have the money, but it takes a lot of time and it's a pain. So it just, I did not enjoy electrolysis at all. But I don't know what speaking lessons. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I do know a lot of trans people that take speaking lessons. I haven't heard it called elocution, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Huh? Anything over here that I can get? Is there anything behind the waterfall? No. As we all know, as we as gamers know, whenever there is a waterfall, there's usually something behind it in video games. That's like, there's like a whole Twitter page that like, is there something behind a waterfall? And it's just like all the things behind waterfalls in video games,
He made another one.
which is just like a really fun sort of thing. Alright, what do we got over here? Destroy! Destroy, cute little rot thingies. Destroy them all! Okay. I love this music so much. I like Deadpool 2. The only thing with Deadpool 2 is they do a fridging of the girl, and then they try to lampshade it, but like it's okay. We mentioned that we mentioned that we mentioned that we lampshaded her, so it's okay. We did the trope, but then we mentioned it, so it's fine. It's like that was my only problem with that. But I did like Deadpool 2. Like X-Force is a lot of fun. I loved X-Force. It's a messier film than Deadpool 1. Like I feel like Deadpool 1 is a much more solidly structured film, but I really think that like overall the Deadpool 2 is like got a lot more fun bits in it. Like I think I enjoy Deadpool 2, but it's a lot messier of a film than Deadpool 1. To be fair. What's up here? What was the point of going up? What was the point of view? What's the point of all this? Okay, there we go. It's over here. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. So I didn't do, if we're talking about elocution lessons with like voice, interesting thing. This wasn't intentional. This was actually like a subtle shift for me. I didn't take any elocution lessons, but since like coming out as trans, I noticed that I would pitch up my voice. Like my voice used to be kind of down here. Like this used to be how I used to speak, like down here. But this used to be my normal speaking voice at like how I would speak at like this low a level. But now speaking here feels weird to me because I don't usually speak like this. But now this is like this voice right here, the way I'm speaking right now. And this is just how I know. This is like my comfortable speaking level, like the higher pitched voice. And so this was a much more intentional voice that I used to do. I used to think more intentionally about this voice, but over the years, because I've been out for so long and transitioning for so long, this has become my normal speaking voice. And so now, like, the lower voice down right here, where I used to speak, like this pitch, where I used to speak, like, I actually have to actively think in order to... One second. There's someone outside my... Oh, they're just shoveling. Okay. I'm like, what is going on? But there's just some people outside my... So, for those of you who don't know, at my apartment complex, there's, like, a doorway. Like, the main walkway is, like, right out there. So, like, other people can walk outside my doorway. I'm just like, what am I hearing? And there's someone outside my door. I can see them through the window, but I think they're just shoveling the snow off the... Yeah, they're just shoveling the snow off the thing. It's interesting. It just sounds weird because it's just like they're putting snow in a bucket, it sounds like. Oh no, they're hitting the... Okay, that's what it is. They're tossing snow over the edge of the railing, and it's like they're hitting the railing. I'm like, what am I hearing? It's like boom, but they're tossing snow over the railing with the shovel, and they're hitting the railing. That's why. So I'm like, what is that? Okay. So I'm just like, it was just weird. Anyways, but yeah, no. Have a good night, Jedi Indiana Jones. It was good to see you. But yeah, going back to the voice thing. Yeah, like this used to be my speaking voice, but now it's just changed because of like I'm used to not doing this anymore. So now this is my normal speaking voice, but it just... Would you say I used to be a baritone? Yeah, that's probably a good thing, Looney. Like my voice hasn't dramatically shifted. It's just the way I pitch it. I pitch it to a different thing now, and it's become how I just speak, as opposed to... What is this person doing? They're making a lot of noise. Like, dang. I know they're shoveling, but jeez. Which I appreciate. I shouldn't complain because they're cleaning. So, it's just distract. My autism brain just gets like distracted. I'm like, I got a chat, I got things bang outside the window, and I got a video game. So now it's like, what am I supposed to be focusing on right now? So apologies if I'm a little bit distracted by the stuff going on outside of my window because someone's shoveling. So, alrighty. Yeah, focus on all the things. You know, my brain has just no filter, so it's like I gotta everything needs to be focused on at once. It's like it's not distracting. I don't know much about ADHD because I'm like I don't have ADHD, so I know it's not like the same exact thing, but there is like neurodivergence, like crossover. But for me, it's like it's not like I can't just like I get distracted by stuff. It's just like I focus on all things at once and not just one thing. That's why I have to sleep with like noise canceling headphones or something because I can't sleep if there's even a small noise nearby where I am. Ooh, I got a little warp teleporter. That's helpful. Interesting. Okay, so I can warp all around. And here's the map. Interesting. Oh, I like that. Okay, good. You can tell how big the game is, too. Solidly big, looks like. When I was in my early 20s, I took testosterone shots twice a month. I had a high-pitched voice, but now I have a baritone voice. From what I have heard, this is anecdotal, but I have to hear this. From what I have heard, if you're going onto estrogen does not necessarily up-pitch your voice that much, but testosterone will down-pitch your voice a hell of a lot more. From my admittedly not super intelligent, not super informed, but from like anecdotal experience, I will say I've heard that testosterone does pitch your voice lower, whereas estrogen doesn't necessarily pitch your voice all that higher. To be fair. Oh boy, that's a boss. I just like it when the bosses become standard enemies. That's not fun at all. Oh, I have to attack with the rock at the same time? I don't like that. Ow! Stop that! I hate in games when the enemies become like the standard guys. Ah! No! Oh, stop hitting me. I just like it when you hit me. It's bad. That's a dead. That's a dead Jessie. That's a dead Jessie. Alright. I'm gonna quick go grab some more tea real quick and quick pee, but I'll be right back, everyone. So I shall be right back. Let me just quick grab some more tea and pee. Tea and pee. It's just Jessie tea and pee side time. Alright. Be right back, everyone. You guys, so I need your all advice. Also, I got my owl mug, by the way. So the two people who are shoveling right now, they're currently shoveling the driveway downstairs. And my car is, my apartment, there's only 2 cars there. There's only my car and one other people's cars. And I know for a fact that the people who are shoveling are not the ones who own the car. So they're just doing that out of the kindness of their heart. Yes, I did wash my hands of Adrian, of course. But now I'm just like, I feel I want to do something nice for them. Like, I don't know what to do, because I don't want to be like person like tips them. Like, that feels weird to do to your neighbors, you know? But I feel like I should do, like, maybe I should make them cookies or something. Maybe I should get them cookies or something like that. I feel like take them a beer. That's actually not a bad idea. But I don't want to. The thing is, I don't know if they drink beer or not. There's also like the area I'm in is like a college towny area, and it's like I don't want to be the one like adult giving like under 21-year-olds beer. I don't know how old they are. They're probably old enough, but I don't know for sure. So probably a better idea. But I think cookies. Cookies might be a good idea. I think I might make them some cookies. Yeah, shoveling can be enjoyable. I actually don't mind. I actually used to love mowing and shoveling when I lived with my parents, because when I mowed and shoveled, I could put on my headphones and like listen to an audiobook or something for like an hour or two. So it definitely is good. But I think, yeah, I think I want to make them some. Honestly, I need to make some cookies anyways. So maybe when I go out to the store, because I have to go out and buy some food for dinner tonight. So maybe when I go out to the store tonight, I'll buy some cookie stuff and make them some cookies and say thank you. But if they're diabetic, then I'll just be like, oh, I'll get you something else. I'll find them something else. I'll get them something. So. that's yeah. Subbing is, yeah. Candy is if you're a teacher and you're giving candy for good behavior, bad move. So. Like, shoveling can be nice. The only thing I hate with shoveling is that it can be it can get very, very cold very, very quickly. Fruit basket. Get them a whole fruit basket for shoveling. I think that'd be a bit, that probably would come off as probably a bit much, to be fair. Alright, let me focus on not dying here. I think cookies, I might go out and get them some cookies. I feel like that's probably a good move. No, wait. Ah, I didn't mean to use that help. That was stupid. Oh, well. Alright, boss time. Let's face the boss time. Boom! Oh, I love it when you start kicking bosses' butt later on in the game. That's why I love Metroid Dread. I don't know if anyone played Metroid Dread. One of the things that I loved about Metroid Dread was that you like start off boss battles sucking. You will in the when you first start playing Metroid Dread, you will die instantaneously, and then once you die instantaneously, like you keep playing and playing until the point where when you actually beat the boss, you won't take a single hit. And I love that. It's one of the most satisfying things about that game. Sugar-free cookies are a good idea. I actually don't dislike that. That's a good idea. Sugar-free cookie would be a good idea. Bailey's is great. My mom used to give me Bailey's when I was a little kid. Not a little kid. Like about what you were saying, around 14, 15 years old. Bailey's is great. Like I wouldn't get drunk on Bailey's, but my mom would let me have Bailey's every once in a while. It's like a little kid. And I do not endorse that. I do not endorse you illegally giving kids alcohol. Just making that clear. Miss Wickerville, have you heard of a movement called Land Back? I have heard of Land Back. To be fair, I don't know the specifics necessarily, the politics of it. But I definitely support like doing more work to like help indigenous folks. I'm not going to speak necessarily to Land Back just because, not because I don't support it in any way, shape, or form. It's just I actually don't know enough immediately about it to be able to speak on it properly on a stream, and I don't want to like put forth anything that I don't like. I don't want to put forth anything I'm like, oh, I'm gonna regret it, or I feel bad about it, or something. I say something stupid. All I will say is I support indigenous folks getting more attention, getting more stuff to help them because we have treated them like crap. And I will look into more land back stuff because I've heard of it, but again, I don't know the specifics of land back policy. So just want to be careful before what I say about it on stream. Not out of not supporting it, but I'm more out of like lack of knowledge about it, just to be clear. Alright. Is this the right way to go, or do I want to go? This looks like, ooh, creepy. I'm assuming. Oh no! There was a whole other path that I wanted to go. Oh, I hate when games do that. There was a whole other path that I wanted to go and check out before I came up here. Oh well. Hey Molly, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And actually, you know what? I want to add that to my list. You are correct, Adrenalin. I need to learn more about land back because it is something that I've heard a bunch, but I just don't know a lot about. So I'm going to put it on my list to make sure to research because it is on me to make sure I know more about that. Oh, this is the brother's death, isn't it? This is gonna be the brother's death. I'm assuming there's gonna be some sad coming up. Oh. Oh, that looks creepy and scary. Well, this looks creepy and scary. Interesting.
Taro!
I do like taro smoothies. Oh, that's awesome, Molly. This game is great. I'm enjoying it so far.
What happened? What did you see when you put on Taro's mask?
Taro is here, but he's forgotten who he is. We need to find 3 relics to help him remember.
The forest is huge. How do we know where to look? Maybe Mr. Russo can help us. His house is up that way.
Oh boy, I gotta go. Oh, W Remix, thank you so much for the super chat. Rose to you, thank you so much. You're lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, W Remix. Fine, we're used to. Okay, so where am I going? Where am I going? Collect 3 artifacts to summon Taro. Where's that path that they just pointed to? Up there. Okay, that's where I'm going. Alright. Let's see. Having rain splashes. See, number one, I don't want to. See, I feel, again, Far Cry 6 is one of those games where it's like, I feel like I would really like that game, if not for 2 reasons. One, I mean, I love this game about, I believe it's is it a Latin American country? I'm not 100% sure. But I love, like, freaking Gus Fring being in it. Hell yes. I'm here for that. And also, like, kind of a game about revolutionaries. I think that's kind of interesting as well. But it's made by Ubisoft, which Ubisoft, definitely a lot of issues that they still need to address within their culture. A hell of a lot of issues to do with their culture, with their work culture. But secondly, the other thing with that is it is a issue with Ubisoft style games where it's just they're so big, and I just don't have the time, and it's just that checklist like open worldy type of thing that I'm just like, I just don't have the time. It's what turned me off, even beyond the Ubisoft of it all. It's what turned me off in the Assassin's Creed games. Like, I like Origins and Odyssey, and I even like from the small amount I played with Valhalla, like Assassin's Creed used to be my favorite video game franchise of all time. I loved Assassin's Creed. I played every single Assassin's Creed game, front to back, end to end, 100%ed a decent chunk of them. Even the side ones, like I played Assassin's Creed, the one that was on the PlayStation Vita, which is actually an underrated gem. Which, by the way, if anyone's played the Vita Assassin's Creed game that was like came along with Assassin's Creed 3, we actually got to like play as a black woman in the American South. It's a great game, and I think it does a decent job of discussing some of that stuff. But anyways, love the Assassin's Creed series to death. But then when they changed the RPG format, it's not that the game mechanics were bad. I actually thought the game mechanics were like a good evolution of what Assassin's Creed should be. Like, I thought it was still had all the fun stuff of Assassin's Creed, and I like the arcadey feel of it more than I like the RPG feel, but I don't mind the RPG, like, leveling up feel. I think it's all good. My problem with it was they were too big. Like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was gigantic, and I just didn't have time. And then it also was the pay to play thing, where like you could either grind to death to play the game and spend like 30 hours just grinding through the game, or you could pay more money to be able to like double your XP so you could level up faster through the game, which is also insanely frustrating. I really get frustrated with games that make you pay to avoid grind. That's why I barely play them. And so it's just like the pay to win stuff, and it just being too long and big. And it's like the game is solid, the story is solid, the world is great. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey looked and felt amazing. I thought from what I played of it, I played like 6 or 7 hours of it, and I thought it was great. But I played 6 or 7 hours of it, and I looked, and I'm like, I'm only still in like part 1 of the game, and I played for 7 hours, and I just don't have that time commitment anymore. And it's just like it just stinks. I wish games were not so long. Not every game needs to be 120 hours to justify your purchase. Like some games, I am perfectly happy playing a $60 game that is 8 hours. Hell, I will play a $60 game that makes me, if there's a $60 game that gives me like 5 or 6 hours of like just solid, amazing gameplay, I'm here for it. And that doesn't mean I don't like a good open world game. Like, don't get me wrong, I will enjoy a good open world game as much as anyone else. Like, there are some really good open worlds, but I want games to respect my time. And when a game does not respect my time, then I don't respect the game. If that makes any sense. Like, I think the worst thing that a game can do is not respect my time. That is literally, more than anything else, if a game does not respect my time, then it's literally the worst thing any game can do. Exactly, yeah, exactly. I don't mind there being like microtransactions in games as long as it is mostly aesthetic. Like, people are complaining a lot about Halo Infinite's progression system, and I do think the progression system is way more grindy than it needs to be, for sure. But the thing I do at least appreciate about the Halo Infinite progression system is that I'm pretty sure it's all mostly aesthetic. And so it's like, yeah, would I like to be able to get more aesthetic-y stuff faster than the game allows me? Sure. But I prefer if a game just does aesthetic stuff if you want. I understand, like, we live in a capitalist society, and at some points you kind of just need to like do some things to mitigate the cost of your game. But I would rather it be more aesthetic-y rather than it be like not making me able, like, respecting my time sort of thing. So that's for my stuff. Adrian, you're talking about transphobia in games like Ion Fury. I did a video you're pulling way back. I did a video way back about Ion Fury and my issue with it. It's like that game was just such a. How do I get up there? What do I do with that? How do I do that? Is there a way to do I get a bow later on at some point? Is that what happens? I feel like I'm gonna get a bow and arrow at some point in this game, and that's probably where I'm gonna. More hats. Also, I need to upgrade my stuff. I haven't been upgrading my stuff. Let's see, how do I upgrade? Parry counter. Oh, Adrian, I'm not judging you. Just because you buy, I mean, I wanted to play Ion Fury. It looked great. So, like, don't feel bad. Like, we all make our own judgments. Like, I understand that, like, it's gonna be the same thing with me with the new Harry Potter game coming up, right? Like, I really would love to play the new Harry Potter game, but I'm making the choice to not play the new Harry Potter game, at the very least on stream, and not buying it new. I'll probably buy it used. And that's nothing against the developers, because I know that most of the developers on that team are actually trans supportive. But I cannot, in good faith, support J.K. Rowling in any way, shape, or form right now for obvious reasons I've talked about in numerous other videos. I just can't. Even if she's not involved in the game, even though like it just supports her. But that being said, if you are someone who goes out and buys the new upcoming Harry Potter game, I understand. There's not a judgment on me. The only thing I ask is if you play a game like I forget what it's called, Hogwarts Legacy, I think is what it's called. If you do play the game, just be aware of it, and if you play the game and talk about it publicly, like you talk about Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Legacy on like a stream or in a video or in an article or whatever, that you always at least mention the issues with J.K. Rowling there. Don't ignore it, don't push it aside, it just needs to be present. And that's not a judgment. That's not a judgment on, so like if you play a game that is problematic or has an issue with it, as long as you are aware of the issue and like and when you like write about it, when you support the game, that sort of thing, that you always like put that like information in there for the people reading it, and so like also draw attention to that issue. I think that's what matters, because a lot of the problem with J.K. Rowling right now, as much as all of us are aware of like the issues with J.K. Rowling. Like I go on Reddit and I see like other people where they're talking about the Harry Potter and the new Harry Potter movie, the Fantastic Beasts movie, and there'll be people asking, like, what? Like people are canceling J.K. Rowling. What's going on with that? I don't even know. And then there'll be a lot of misinformation about TERFs and stuff, and that's how TERF stuff spreads because people are just like, she's just saying that women are real women because there's not a lot of actual information readily available to people discussing J.K. Rowling. And so they're like, oh, people want to cancel her just because she's saying women are women? That's so dumb. And so like that's why I try to like make my videos from a place of empathy where it's like, I'm not here to cancel J.K. Rowling. I have issues with J.K. Rowling, very obviously. I'm going to explain them to you. But my joint is not to cancel you. It's to discuss these issues so that you are aware from a place of coming from someone that's like, I'm not here to get angry at anybody, but I'm just going to explain to you why these things are harmful. So that someone coming into these issues with questions and maybe understandably on the side of J.K. Rowling just from what they've heard, maybe understanding of that sort of stuff. And so that's what I ask when I say when you talk about problematic media and issues within media, maybe issues with creators, it's not that I think you're a bad person if you support that piece of media. It's totally okay. All I ask is you be aware of it if you're just playing it yourself and just recognize and wrestle with your discomfort. Like anyone who plays a Harry Potter game should be made to just at least think about the trans issue inherently in that. And that's all I ask, just wrestle with it a little bit. And then if you do support it, if you do support games like that and works like that, then I think you just need to make sure that you put that front and center. It's kind of like, exactly, thank you Knit and Crochet Tiger, I appreciate that. Like exactly, that's what I'm saying about Doctor Who and BBC. We all know, again, if you've been following my videos, the BBC put out that really horrible transphobic article that was supported by TERFs and like tried to do other horrible things about like just, I'm not going to say it on stream because I don't want this stream to like get shut down or anything because if I say these words, but implying that trans people are very, very dangerous. It was a horrible article, very, very harmful, and the BBC put it out, didn't retract it, and platformed a woman who literally called for the genocide of trans people. It's terrible, awful, disgusting. And so, but I want to support Doctor Who because I know the people making Doctor Who are good people. I know that the people in like Russell T Davies and Chris Chibnall, who both run Doctor Who, much as I have problems with Chris Chibnall's writing, he has shown support for trans people. So I acknowledge that. So when I reviewed Doctor Who, in every review of my Doctor Who videos, I said, I'm here to support the creators, I'm here to support this content, I do like Doctor Who, but I'm going to put the caveat that this is made and produced by the BBC for these reasons. So be aware of that going in. And so that's my sort of, and thank you very much, I appreciate that, Charlie. Yeah, that's my sort of point of view on that, because for me, it's always about wrestling with individual works, and I think that's what we always need to do. And so yeah, I think that's just something to just think about when we talk about J.K. Rowling and stuff like that. Like, I feel like something that was often missed. Like, don't get me wrong, anger. I'm not someone who holds on to anger very hard. I'm not someone who gets angry, and if I do get angry, it kind of passes me very quickly. So that's why I like to make content that doesn't come from a place of anger about J.K. Rowling. It comes from a place of like, there are people who don't understand the issue, and maybe on J.K. Rowling's side, because it's J.K. Rowling, right? She's the creator of Harry Potter. We're all supposed to love her. And so when they hear people being antagonistic towards J.K. Rowling, they think, oh, they're just trying to cancel this person who I have positive feelings towards, so they get very defensive. So if I come from a place of explaining the issues of J.K. Rowling, of not a place of anger towards her, but from a place of like, well, let me just explain to you why I think her views are harmful for X, Y, and Z, that allows more people to be able to enter the conversation and not immediately view me as the enemy and view me as antagonistic. But that's a way that I can come into this conversation just because of the person that I am. People who are, and thank you, Maureen. I'm sorry we're talking about J.K. Rowling, but when I say that, that is not a judgment on anyone who is rightfully pissed off at J.K. Rowling. If you are angry and like just say fuck J.K. Rowling, I 100% affirm you in that. You have every right to feel that way, and I 100% affirm you in it. Like, I feel it sometimes too. So there's legitimately no judgment for me. I'm just saying that the way my content, because people tend to say you're too kind to these people. It's like, I'm not trying to be kind to like Dave Chappelle, J.K. Rowling, stuff like that. What I am trying to do is give them empathy, not for their own sake, but for the sake of people who may come into my content who are also giving J.K. Rowling and Dave Chappelle empathy. Perhaps more empathy than they would give to a trans person. So if I start from a place of giving those people empathy, it might start me off in the same place of where other people are entering this conversation. And so I start from that place of empathy for these people that are doing harm to the trans community, so that I can start where other people may be starting from and bring them into understanding why these people's works are harmful. And so that's my way of doing things. But that is not the way of things for everybody, nor should it be. I am never ever here to say that my way is the only way to handle emotionally with issues like this. It shouldn't be. My way is very, very emotionally taxing on me, and can be very emotionally taxing for a lot of people. So I by no means say it is always a healthy thing to do. So that's just want to be very, very careful with that. So, oh, Olivia Colman's great. Olivia Colman's wonderful. I love Olivia Colman. All right, let's see. Is he? Oh, that's gross. I did not know that. That makes me very disappointed in Seattle. Oh, that's very disappointed. See, that's the other thing too, is just the continuing platforming of these people. Like, that's my bigger issue, is like, the things that make me angry are not even necessarily the people espousing the transphobia, the people who are just like, well, they're making us money, so we'll allow them to keep doing the transphobia. Like, it just shows how much capitalism just, like, the people's, like, actual lives matters less in terms of how much money someone can get them. Hi, Newt. Hey, buddy. That's actually more my bigger issue, honestly. Like, Netflix, and I guess Seattle now, and, like, Warner Brothers, supporting Harry Potter stuff. Like, oh, she makes us money, so we're just gonna keep doing that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's just disappointing. Also, let me angle the camera down so y'all can see my little baby a little bit better. Can I say hi, Newt? Let me make sure you can see him on camera. Hey, buddy. Hi. Newt says hi to everybody. He says hello. All right, let's see. Look at the cute little guy with the mask. All right. Oh, I can see a... Let's see, where are you? No, I'm here. Where is he? Is he underwater? What's the stitch? Hi, little guy. I guess it's underwater? Interesting. Seattle's great. I actually really enjoy the city quite a bit. It's one of my favorite places that I've ever lived. It's really, really nice. Like, it's fairly chill. My only problem with Seattle right now, besides obviously the thing that we were just talking about, which I won't go into again, is just they have no chill with snow. Seattle does not know how to handle its snow at all, like ever. It's kind of adorable in a weird way, where it's just like, Seattle, no one knows how to drive in this city when there's snow. It's just kind of funny. It's like, come on, guys, let's figure it out a little bit. Aw, that's adorable, Miss Wicked Wolf. Aw, Newt's crawling up on my lap here. Where is this guy? Weird. How do I get up there? Right? There's not supposed to be snow in Seattle. How the heck do I get up on that other area over there? Can I, like, climb on this rock over here? Ah, dang it. There's gotta be a way up on this. There's gotta be a way to get up on this rock. I feel like there must be. Yeah. Yeah, I would assume, like, people... Vancouver, I feel like people would know how to drive a little bit better in Vancouver. One would expect that, right? How the heck do I get up on this stupid rock? Maybe I have to go later on in the game? Voice of Nandor, this fucking guy. I can't do a Nandor, but I love Nandor. It's What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, is fantastic. If anyone has not watched What We Do in the Shadows, you're missing out. That show is phenomenal. I adore it. How do I get up on this stupid rock? Also, these guys are adorable swimming. That's so annoying. Huh. Well, I don't see how to get up there. So I will bid it adieu for now. What else we got going on over here? Let's see. No one can drive on snowy or icy roads, but like, no one has snow tires here in Seattle. No one, there's not like good salt on the road. Like there's not like you should like. To be fair, salting roads is also bad. It's not great for the environment as well. But like, there's not even like good like salted roads. So like no one knows how to like deal with like the roads being all snowy. So it's just kind of funny. What is better when it comes to getting HRT, going through your primary character or going through Planned Parenthood? I live in New York. I was going to say, like, Planned Parenthood could be dangerous just depending on where you live if they get defunded. Planned Parenthood is generally more understanding than your primary care doctor, but I would always say, as long as you have insurance, I would go through your primary care doctor just because your primary care doctor will be able to keep track of things better, and it will also, like, be in the system a little bit easier, so you can, like, if you change doctors or whatever, you can, like, have a clearer line of it. So I would generally say go with your primary care. But if your primary care is transphobic, if your primary care is not easily accessible, if your primary care is not someone who is affirming or like myriads of other issues that can come with that, I would go with Planned Parenthood. But again, be wary of like if they have funding or not. But we should all be supporting Planned Parenthood just in general, to be fair. So donate to Planned Parenthood and things like that. But yeah, there's a lot of different like questions with that. But I would generally say, on a person-to-person level, generally, primary care is the safer way to go. Generally. So. Is this normal streaming? No, Lady Leaf Underhill. This is not my normal streaming time. I'm on break today, and so since I'm on break, I just have more time to do some streaming. So I just figured I'd do some streaming today. That too, Jessica. If your primary care doctor is transphobic, not farming, find a new doctor. That is also true, Jessica. But I also know that some people don't have the luxury of being able to find a new doctor. So, in that case, I would say go to Planned Parenthood. But I also know, like, depending on like how big your town is, where you're living, things like that, then I think generally then you want to go to your transformer doctor. Okay, so what do I do here? I went that way. Did the bridge thingy over there. So we did that. I'm assuming I have to get up there. But I do not know how to do this. If anyone knows where I'm supposed to go right now, please give me a hand. I'm always happy with the backseat gaming. I am unsure where I am supposed to go. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. I'm 90% sure that's where I have to be. But I don't know how to get up there. Yes. Yeah, I know. I love Matt Berry just has like his regular voice, his regular British voice. Where? Because clearly I'm supposed to go up on here. But I have no idea how to do it. Yeah, exactly, the Ink Crochet Tiger. If anyone has any advice, or if someone wants to look up a walkthrough for me, I would be appreciative, because I don't know where I'm supposed to do it right now. Michael Jackson Forever 39, have a good night. Thank you for joining us, you lovely, lovely person. That sucks, punk archaeologist. The tree? See, I tried going over to the tree, but I can't. It's not letting me climb it. Because that was my first idea. I was like, oh, I'll just climb this tree. But that is apparently a no-go on the tree. It looks like I have to be, like, on the other side of this thing. But I don't know where else I'm supposed to be doing if I'm not Run off the tree. Let's make like a tree and get out of there. Yeah, there's just... I can't dive. I can't go underwater. So I'm just left confused. Maybe there's something on this land over here that I'm supposed to like follow. Hold the shield thing and highlight stuff. No. It just tells me I'm supposed to go over there, but I don't think that that's a... Maybe there's something over here I'm supposed to do. I guess I just go this way. I guess I will come back there. So never mind. I guess I will come back to there. Unless this is also a dead end. What is happening? Am I backtracking? This is back where I came from? Question mark? Yeah, this is back where... Yeah, this is that gnarled tree thingy. So that's just... I'm going backwards at this point. Weird. That just took me backwards. That just takes me back to where that was. Maybe I'm supposed to go around the other way. I thought that's where I came from, but I guess maybe I just came from the other direction. That's possible. I love the pretty music. The pretty music is very pretty. Maybe this is where I'm supposed to go. This way. Yeah. Okay. I just had to go this way. Whoopsies. Monkeys. Cool monkeys. Ooh, creepy. Mega time! Oh boy, boss time. I don't like the boss. Maybe should have done something else I need to destroy here. Nope, just killing the boss. Ah! Ah! No! That. Boom. All right. Marrying, divorce, Elon Musk, redistribute. Yeah, I would only marry Elon Musk if I could divorce Elon Musk immediately and like do it without a prenup, so that I just get like a bunch of money, and then I just give all that money to people. Because I feel like if I even had half of what Elon Musk had, I would not need I feel like that's the thing again with billionaires. It's like if I just had 1/100th, not even. Like, if I had 1/100th of their wealth, I wouldn't need any money for like the rest of my life. which is what is so frustrating. Like 1/100th of their wealth. Not probably even less than that if we're being honest. But just a little bit of their wealth, and I would just be able to like live without a worry for the rest of my life. And it's just like so frustrating that like they could do that for so many people without even like batting an eye. And it's just like, why can't we have that? Yeah, the amount of money Bezos had, Bezos could give everyone in the, I think, what was the statistic? Wasn't it like Bezos could give like $10,000 to every single American and have more, still have more money than he had at the beginning of the pandemic? Like, what the hell? If he gave away, I think, $10,000 to every American, he would be like, it's just, yeah, it is pure evil. It is pure evil. Oh, Aronach! Speaking of the opposite of pure evil, Aronach, how are you doing? Everyone should go give Aronach a follow, because Aronach is an absolutely wonderful non-binary asexual creator talking about wonderful nerdy geeky things. So if you like nerdy geeky things, which I'm assuming, given that you're on my channel, you do, you should be going and paying attention to Aronach, because Aronach is freaking fantastic and absolutely wonderful. So please go give Aronach a like and subscribe, because they're freaking great. Which, by the way, your Elf on the Shelf, your Panopticon Elf on the Shelf video, by the way, Aronach, I watched the other day. It was great. You did really, really good on that. You should all go check out Aronach's latest video. They did absolutely freaking wonderful. Alright. Oh yeah, and also, you were in Foreign's latest video, which was also wonderful. Which I'm also in, so I'm minor self-promote there as well. But Foreign Man to Foreign Land did a really, really good video as well that featured me, Aronach, and a few other wonderful people. Like Finn, who is also a wonderful member of this community, who you should also be supporting as well. So send the love to both Foreign and Aronach. Oh, and speaking of more creators, Sarah from the Costume Codex. All the wonderful creators are in here. Everything I just said about Aronach, you should also do for the Costume Codex, because Sarah does wonderful dissections of costuming in media that are absolutely wonderful, and does some great videos about like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Babylon 5, Star Trek, obviously. So you should check out Sarah, because Sarah is also freaking wonderful, and she does great work as well. So go check out her channel as well. All the wonderful creators in here. Ooh. Yay! I did a thing! What if you were polygamous to marry both Elon Musk and Jim? I don't think that American law recognizes that, but I would be down for it, Cade. I would be 100% down for it. I would have literally zero moral compunctions about doing that, but what are you gonna do? It's a very pretty game. It's also very, very nice. It's a very, very sweet game. Sorry, I love this game so far. I just started it earlier in the stream, and I really, really like it. Let's see. Oh, this is a slidey. Yep, that's a slide down the hill sort of thing. Jesse, I ran the numbers. Jesse could have given every American $260 and been at the same place before the pandemic. That's still a lot of money. $260? So not 10,000. I thought it was 10,000. So I was a little bit off the math. But still, he could give $260 to every American. Like, I'm sure $260 could mean a world of difference for certain people. Hell, it would mean a world of difference for me. And I'm in like a decent place, like financially. Like, there are people who, like, I know $260 would like be a lifesaver. It would be a lifesaver. But also, like, he doesn't need all that money anyways. Like, ugh. But
What's
that's
wrong
his
with
own-
Russo's house? The trees look funny. Let's
Uh-oh.
keep going.
Hi, Newt. You back, bud? Uh-oh, something's up with the house. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. You're correct, Owen. You're correct. Exactly. We need to pay workers, or we just do away with capitalism altogether. But that's a much longer form project, to be fair. So, all right. Make sure there's no little guys floating around down here. Okay. Is this where I need to go, or do I? That's back where I was? Question mark. I want to say I was. No. Okay. Alright. Oh, don't die! Oh, God! That was a bigger fall than I expected that to be. Alright. What? Oh, okay, I go around the edge here. I'm uncharting it! Being poor is super expensive. I did a whole video talking about that with, like, way back at the beginning of the pandemic when I was trying to get on unemployment. I did a video on that with, like, one of my experience. I mean, this is just a simple experience, right? But I talked about how I lived in a lower income neighborhood when I lived in Los Angeles when I first moved there, and I got pulled over for a speeding ticket there. And it was a $500 speeding, not even a speeding ticket. It was, I took a right turn without stopping fully on a red light at 1 a.m. in the morning. It was 1 a.m. in the morning. I didn't stop fully at a red light when there was no other cars coming at all. And I took a right turn to get home 2 blocks from my house. That's all I did. $500 ticket, right? How Los Angeles' speeding ticket system works is the most messed up system ever. What you have to do in order to contest the ticket, unlike most other states, where you have to, if you're going to contest a ticket, you contest the ticket and then you pay it if you lose the ticket, if you win or lose. With Los Angeles, you contest the ticket, you have to pay the fine first, then you can contest the ticket. You have to pay the $500 first and then you can contest the ticket. And then if you win your case, which, by the way, to go to court, you have to take probably a day off of work. You have to take a day off of work, which a lot of, like, I could have done because I was at a position where I was thankfully salaried, and I could easily take the day off of work. But if you're not in a salaried position, you have to take a day off of work, which will cost you money to take a day off of work. So that's more money added onto that. Then you go to court, have to plead your case. If you win, which is a big if, in states like this, because usually it's cops' word against your word, and courts will almost always side with the cop. Then you will, then if you win that case, then they will pay you back 6 to 8 months later. You will get your money back. 6 to 8 months later. Then on top of that, and then on top of that, you get points on your license, right? If it's a first offense, though, no worries. You can totally get points off of your license. However, here's the thing: if you get the point, to get the points on your license, you need to take a class to get the points off your license, which you then need to pay the court a fee to not only take the class, because you pay the court fee, but then there's like a processing fee of $50 to take them processing the fact that you took the class. So to not get points on your license, which will make your insurance more expensive, then you have to pay the court to be able to do this sort of stuff. It's messed up. It's messed up. And there's the thing that people say that is true. If the punishment for a law is just a fine, then it is only a law for poor people. Which is, I think, is 100% true. And time off of the course as well. So like, I think that is one of the most salient points that I think we should all be reciting more. It's like, if the punishment for a crime is a fine, and it's a flat fine, if it's a proportional fine, there's different discussions there. If it's a proportional fine, then we can talk. But if it's a flat fee fine, the crime is only there for poor people. So, if it's a proportional fine, like if it's like, oh, if you do this thing, we'll take 1% of we'll charge you 1% of your income. So then that's proportional, right? That would be we could talk about that as like a different thing, but that would be at least something you could be like, okay, that's somewhat more ubiquitously fair. But like, it's just frustrating how expensive it is to be poor. Not to mention that poor people also have to like spend extra money at groceries and stuff, because like they don't have the money to pay for like bulk stuff, so they have to buy like in smaller installments, so they have to go to like dollar stores and things like that. But then you get less food, so you have to go to the dollar stores more. So like, you end up paying more, as you may spend less per time, but you end up having to pay more overall for being a poor person. So like, at the end of the day, poor people just pay more for stuff, which is just ridiculous. Our whole society is ridiculous. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I'm well aware I'm preaching to the choir, but on this stream. But it's just. Oh no! That's what I get for preaching to the choir. The game's like, Jessie, everyone gets you. We're all on your side. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes we gotta rant. Exactly. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I don't want to, or do I go the other? Okay. This seems to be, let me go and check out the other direction first. Sometimes the choir likes the preaching. I mean, to be fair, that is true. But yeah, it's just like, that whole experience with the court in like Los Angeles just frustrated me. It's like $500 for this. And like, I was lucky enough, like, $500 was not easy at that time. Like, that was based on my rent at that moment, which was like, great. I guess I'll just waste an entire month's rent because I took a right turn a little bit too quickly. Thanks for that. But I was lucky enough to be able to like deal with all of that relatively easily. On the other end of like, no, oh no! Why would you drop like that, Kenna? It was just frustrating. It's just frustrating. So, welcome to America. Have a good night. Have a good night, Aliette. I was gonna say sending you love, Aliette. That's what I meant to say. But have a wonderful evening. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all I had? Okay. Yes, that's all that was. Nan, this is Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It's kind of like a collectathon-y, like PS2 type of game. Even though it's a new game for the PlayStation 4. It just came out this year. But it's a kind of like the old like Attack in the Power of Juju collectathon-y kind of things mixed with weirdly mixed with like Pikmin, like a Pikmin-y kind of feel to it. So imagine like Attack in the Power of Juju mixed with like, or like, yeah, Attack in the Power of Juju feels like a good touchstone, mixed with Pikmin. is kind of like what this game is. That's ridiculous, Kestra. That's ridiculous. That whole stuff, ugh, and the fact that we give so much power to the banks too is this other whole thing. Ah, America! I hate you. But there we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Anything fun here? Nope, okay.
There she is.
Oh, am I at the house already? Oh no, that's the house up
The
there.
bridge is broken. Maybe the rock can help.
Alright. Rot, help!
Alright.
Hurry! I don't think they can hold it for long.
Go, 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 go! Rickety bridges, rickety! Rickety bridges, rickety! Alright.
This pack is tiny. It looks like it could have belonged to one of the children.
Nan? Oh, well, I hope I'm glad I pronounced it correctly. I'm usually really
That
bad at
collection
pronouncing
is
names.
powerful. There must be a relic nearby. I need to find another way around.
The forest has become too dangerous, Taro. The village is the safest place for you. If you hurry, you can make it back before sundown. I'll come for you when my work here is done.
You can definitely be a minion. Though you're your own person. You're not a minion. No minions for Jessie. I love you all, but you're your own people. Ah! God. It's 2 a.m. I got you. I figured that's what you meant, but there you go. I figured that's what you meant. That it was 2 a.m., not 2 p.m. I assumed that was the case. Oh boy! We got some bad people. Chat. I just don't want to die. Stop killing me! You're not good! The killing is not a good thing. I'm not a fan of the killing, Jessie. Boom. Okay, cool. We did it! Huzzah. Alright, what time is it? I might play for about another 10 minutes or so. I was actually only gonna play for 2 hours, but I've actually almost gone for 3. So I'm probably gonna play for about another 10 minutes or so, and then I might wrap up the stream in just a little bit. Oh, Adrian, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's why I like to do streams too, because then I do just like get to hang out and like just have fun with all y'all. But y'all are wonderful, and I adore you all. Thank you for being. By the way, thank you. I said this on the last stream, but I just want to say thank you again for like everything, community. Like you have been really, really wonderful, and it's been really nice to like have all of you and like have this community going into 2022. It's been really appreciated just having you all. So just know that I really do like love and appreciate everything that you've done for me specifically. So just want to say thank you. Oh, of course. Oh, apologies if I say your name wrong, but Omansar. I just want to apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I'm sorry that you're having a panic attack, and you are absolutely beautiful and amazing and wonderful. Can we send, again, apologies if I'm saying your name wrong, but Omansar, can we everyone send Omansar some love and hugs? And just sending you all the love and hugs, my friend. So, I'm sorry, again, apologies if I'm saying your name wrong, but you are absolutely wonderful, and you are beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful. Never forget that. Okay, that heart was for you. And yes, as Local says, the famous Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy saying, we've been quoting apparently the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy a bunch today, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy says, don't panic. It's okay. You have friends. So, sending you all the love. Did I not open the door? Why did I open the door? Let me open the door! Why no door open? What's being missed? Okay, that turns on 1. Why does it not turn on all of the open the door? Ah, I see. Where does it need to go? Up there, maybe? Maybe closer to the door? I don't think it makes sense for it to go here. Let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Cool. Oh, I'm glad, Omen. You're absolutely wonderful. I always have panic attacks when Omen, so I always like to help. So if you want to talk to me, I have one thing to say, and that is I may not always be aware how I can help. I will try, though. Yeah, panic attack. I mean, as someone who also does have a lot of panic attacks, I've had many panic attacks. I have panic attacks about my videos. I have panic attacks about, like, money quite a bit. Like, money panic attacks are probably the most common one. But also, like, work anxiety, that I'm not good enough anxiety. Like, I have all that stuff. So, as someone who also has, like, regular panic attacks, I know how much they suck and how much they are scary and terrifying to deal with. So just know that if anyone else experiences panic attack, you know that you're not alone. Know that, like, we all deal with it, and, like, it is okay, and that you have friends, and that you are good enough, and you are amazing. Like, you are always good enough. Never think that you're never good enough, because you are always good enough. You are more than enough. So that's where a lot of my anxiety comes from, that I'm not good enough or not enough for stuff, and also then financial stuff. So that's, like, those are my two common things. And Nightbot with the win. Simon, have a good night. It was good to see you. Have a good night, Nightbot, or Nightbot, Simon. Nightbot doesn't need to be told good night. Nightbot lives, Nightbot is always awake. Nightbot is always watching. Oh boy. Also, I want to, wait, I should go quick check. Is there no, before I go down in this dark path here, any secret dudes? The only thing about this game I dislike is that I have to, like, put on this map to find more rot, and the rot are, like, kind of important for leveling up, and it, like, kind of slows the game down to have to look for the rot. It's my big issue with this game so far. That guy, you know, thank you so much for the super chat. You said, "Would remember you are beautiful beyond your version of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Also, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and Happy Holidays." Yeah, same to you. Yeah, it would be. That would be like on the back of my book. Remember, you are beautiful. That if I make like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that would be like the #1 thing on the back of the book. I once was woken by a very loud neighbor shouting rap music in the middle of the night while I was living in a homeless hostel. Instant severe panic. Oh, I'm sorry. That is awful. I hate people who, like, play loud music at night. It's one of my biggest frustrations. Like, have courtesy for people like sleeping. Like, you don't need. I have frustration when people play like loud music just in general. But during the day, it's like, all right, I get it. We sometimes want to play loud music. If you're living in an area with a lot of people, maybe don't. But like, I get it. But like in the middle of the night, like, come on. Like, come on, have some common courtesy for people. Like, that's the thing. It's just common courtesy for other human beings. This looks like a boss battle. I think I'm probably gonna play this boss battle and probably call it an evening, folks. So, we'll see how long this boss battle takes me to beat. But let's do this thing. Okay. This looks like a thing. Okay, I see how this works. You're gonna be a guy that likes to jump around. I'm gonna probably have to use the rod. Ah, I see how this works. Maybe. Possibly. How do I hit this guy? I just gotta move quickly is the issue. Okay. Come on, let me get close, you little jerk. Ah, there we go. I need some health, my friend. I hate how long it takes for the rod to recharge. It's a pain in the butt. I think it's a decent amount of time to recharge. And I can't get more health during the time. Now this works. Yeah, it's like, Rot, please help! I guess if I fast strike kill enemies more than Rot gets healed. So if I kill these guys. There we go. I see this. Okay. I get how we're doing this. Now I figured out how to beat this guy. Okay, so now I can stop him. There we go. Got it. I do have Adrian. I do have a Discord server, but unfortunately, it's up for my patrons, just to keep the thing, just to keep it a little bit easier to manage. So I do have a Discord server for patrons. Oh gosh, now you're up there. Oh boy. Oh, things. Okay, stuff's happening. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. That's a lot of bombs you're throwing at me. I like it better when you're on the ground. And now you're throwing bigger guys. That's not good. I don't like this. This isn't fair. I don't like it when you change the rules on me. Boom! There we go. And now I can clear up this area. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna quick see, because it looks like I can do it looks like there's a cutscene coming up, so I want to quick check the area first before I finish up. So don't worry, I'm not gonna go away just yet. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody, so stick around for another few minutes before I disappear, because I'm not gonna go away just yet. What else is there? Anything else up here? Is there any of our cute little guys? Nope. Any cute little guys down there? Nope. Okay. Alright, cutscene. Oh, happy belated birthday, Paradox. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, wait. Parents that have my birth. Oh, well, that's good. At least, like, acknowledging that. That's good, Paradox. That's at least, that's something. Product. Sorry, not Paradox. Products. Apologies, I said that name wrong. But that's good. That's amazing. And happy belated birthday. I'm sorry that they still used your dead name, but still. Cool, like grinding gear stuff.
Hannah, you made it. I think we found Mr. Russo.
Cool. Let's go meet Mr. I'll go to the Mr. Russo part, and then we'll end the stream. Make sure. Make sure there's no any cutesy guys around. No. Okay. Have a good night. It's just Abigail. Hey, NCC1701 Chris. I'm glad you're back. Alright, here's the cutscene. These cutscenes are gorgeous too, by the way.
We brought our friend Kana. She's here to help Taro.
Oh, that guy looks angry. Oh, but he's not. He looks very nice now. Also, I love his owl mask. His owl mask is cool. Oh, CJ3X is great. It's good to see you, Tara.
The trees here grew strong, drawing on its energy. And the land was once in perfect balance. But like all things, the mountain shrine follows a natural cycle. One that our village struggled to understand. As the shrine's power began to fade, a devastating famine struck our village. Taro lost his parents, and he was left to take care of Benny and Saya.
Oh, that's cute.
I should have done more to help Taro. And now I can only watch as his spirit struggles.
We can still help Taro, Rusu. There's a relic covered by the corruption at your house. But I need a way to break through.
I'm gonna need a bow and arrow.
Carry, I sense it holds a deeper power.
The staff belonged to my father. It's been in our family for generations.
He must have been a great spirit guide. I may be powerless against the corruption, but I can teach you a new way to fight it back.
Oh, this game
To a
is
trained archer, the bow is simply an extension of the body.
upgrade.
A spirit guide's staff is no different.
Yes, I can shoot things. I love it when a game gives you a
Ground
bow and arrow.
yourself. Feel the energy of the mountain.
As Captain Kirk says, make love to the mountain.
Draw on its power.
So you're pulling a Captain Kirk. Oh, is it a spirit bow? It's a spirit bow! That's even cooler. Oh, I love it. Yes! It's a spirit bow! Sorry, I got very excited. The mountain needs consent, yes.
Try using your bow on these targets. When
I'm
you're
gonna save
finished,
here because I'll do the bow tutorial next time, so I remember how to do it. But yes, I'm so excited! I get a spirit bow. I'm always here for spirit bows. Are the best. Like energy bows or spirit bows are like the coolest weapons of all freaking time. Like energy based bow weapons are just like make no sense, but I love them. They're freaking great. Anywho, everybody, yes, I'm gonna head out for tonight because it's getting kind of late for me, and I still need to go grab dinner and grab and make some dinner, and then I'm gonna probably relax and watch a movie. Maybe I've been watching Cheers lately, by the way. Like Jose, the YouTuber Jose, did a great retrospective on Cheers, and I'm like, I've never seen Cheers all the way through, and I love Ted Danson. So I'm watching Cheers for the first time. So that's my winter break, just watching Cheers. So I'm gonna hang out. Have a good night, Aeronuk, and everybody. Molly, Looney, Adrian, Gary, Aline, Tara, Weakest versus Fire, Morgan, the Pirate Queen, Brian, everyone. Thank you so much for making this a wonderful stream. Mwah. I will probably. Oh, Piston Twisted Garage, good to see you. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you. You were absolutely wonderful. It's good to see you. It's been a hot minute. I'm sorry you're catching the end of stream, but it's always nice to see you. Mwah. I will probably do at least one more stream this week, maybe two more, depending. I have a friend coming to visit me, but I don't know exactly when or how exactly it's going to happen, for how long she's staying. So we'll figure that out. But depending on when and where my friend's going to come, I'll probably do at least one more stream, probably, maybe two. I also have a video coming out on Friday. So be on the lookout for Friday's video. So there's a video coming out on Friday. It's just going to be like an end of the year wrap up video that's going to be looking at my favorite things this year. Sort of the best of 2021 video for me. So be on the lookout for that. But beyond that, that's everything. I'm just going to bid you all a wonderful night. A live long and prosper, my lovelies. Mwah. Thank you for being a beautiful community and beautiful people. In case I don't see you, like I said, I'll probably do one more stream, but in case I don't see you, if you missed that stream or whatever, I hope you all have a wonderful new year going into 2022, and I still see you in 2022 with some fun stuff, because I got some exciting videos I hope you're going to enjoy, and we'll have a fun time and enjoy being a community together. So, mwah, love you all, and I will see you all in a few more days. So, love you.